the Game Awards, you're like, well, this game looked cool on a trailer. I'll vote for that. But this is like games you've played. And they literally say you haven't played any eligible games this year. So they really incentivize you to vote for things that you have actually played. Yeah. What's up, Brandon? See, I kind of want to, honestly, I kind of want to put Liza P here. I'm not going to lie. I changed it. Game of the Year, I gave to Expedition 33. Labor of Love was Liza P. I just changed it. Best on Steam Deck, Silk Song. Think that's pretty good. Better with Friends, Night Rain. Yep. Outstanding visual style, South of Midnight. I liked the art in South of Midnight. I thought it was very cool. I thought it was cool. Most innovative gameplay award I gave to The Alters because yeah, I mean I think out of everything that I've experienced this year, I think that fits the bill. Best game you suck at award, Ninja Gaiden 4. Best soundtrack, Expedition 33. Outstanding story-rich game award, Silent Hill F. The story. I love the story more than like anything, I think. And Sit Back and Relax award, Monster Hunter. It's my comfy game. Comfy. So you can share your nominations after you've picked. Wilds is comfy. Yeah. I definitely voted for Ninja Gaiden 4 for best action game. They should get rid of, this is the thing, it's... Do they have an ARP, like an action RPG category at the Game Awards? Because, like, Battlefield doesn't really make any sense to be in the same category as Ninja Gaiden. You know? So it feels kind of weird to have them in the same category. Wait. Ooh. No, I'm just saying if they do they have an action RPG? Do they have straight? I know they have straight action. They have action adventure. There is an action adventure category. That exists. Do I prefer Kazan over Ninja Gaiden 4? Yeah, it's hard, right? Because the category is weird. Because I actually don't... I suck more at Ninja Gaiden 4 than I do at Kazan. Hey. Yeah, I do. It's true. Yeah, maybe they just need an FPS category. I feel like there's so many that come out. You could definitely do an FPS category. I think so. I'm alive, kind of. When you see me do this, if I do this, it hurts me. Kazan has a lot more flaws. I don't really care. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm just thinking of which one I enjoyed more. I think I enjoyed Kazan more. I think so. I really like Ninja Gaiden 4, but I think I like Kazan more. Julio, thank you for 61 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yeah, partially of why I was sick, it's a mixture of things where each of these things individually wouldn't have made me sick, but all of them together did. And one of those things that made me sick is Where Winds Meet. One of those things. One of those things that did it. I love both games. Yeah, like actually, I spent 2 days where I was only awake for like 3 hours. Had to lay on the floor multiple times to try and recoup enough energy to even think about going to bed. It's been rough. It's still rough. It's still rough. Still rough. Well, I think so. Yeah, there's a problem with like the Golden Joystick Awards. It's chronic fatigue syndrome. Welcome to having a chronic illness. It sucks and no one understands. It's annoying. But with the Golden Joystick Awards, I really like their categories, but I do think they have too many categories. You know, I think maybe they go a little too far. There's somewhere in between like Game Awards and Golden Joysticks that I think would be a really happy medium where they could represent more things or represent things better without it being like, why do we have a category for this? Like, what are we doing? This is crazy. No, yeah, it's been bad. It was Friday where we were talking about Neo 3. I got a migraine because I've been exhausted, which is normally a precursor to potentially having a massive relapse for chronic fatigue syndrome. So I definitely had a migraine, and I was like, oh man, got a migraine. Well, shucks, that sucks. And then I went to feed Bella. She didn't eat very well. And when she's not eating, I have to think about, okay, what medication can I give her? What food can I try and give her? There's a lot of thought process into how do I get her to be better. And as soon as that happened, my brain and everything just like shut down. And it gets to the point where it's like, even thinking about, I'm not feeling well. I should go upstairs and go lay down. I can't do it. Like my brain literally cannot think of anything. So I laid on the floor and covered my eyes because any light, any audio, anything is gonna make me feel worse and keep me feeling bad and not recovering. So I laid there. I got the strength I needed to be able to wake up. I wasn't sleeping. To tell Tomo, like, here's what I need to do. Here's what Bella still needs. I'm going. I'm out of here. And then I spent 2 days in bed. And then yesterday I was going to stream because I was feeling better. But I'm glad I didn't because, like, right now I can feel that it's bad. But yesterday I was like, okay, let me just have a day where I'm sitting and I'm not laying down, and then I'll kind of judge where my energy is at, because you really don't know until you try something. You can feel like you're doing pretty good, and then you go take a shower, and halfway through the shower you gotta go sit on the floor, take a break for a while. You know, you're like, yeah, okay, I can wash my hair, and then you're like, I cannot wash my hair. Hope you get better. It's impossible. Hence, chronic. Best Studio Award is really nice. But I do agree that people are just going to vote for the studio that probably is winning Game of the Year. You know? It's probably just going to be the same thing. I don't love the difference between like best console game. I don't think that really needs to be a category. Thank you, Silas Day. Yeah, that's it. It's like I hope you feel better than now. It's like, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. That's possible. That is a thing that I can do. Rinsler, thank you. We got a couple trailers to watch. I actually haven't watched the Renegades trailer, so I'm gonna watch the trailer. Best speed runner game. I mean, different awards have that. Like the Hunter Awards, the community thing for Monster Hunter has best speed runner category. Oh, cool guy, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So sometimes it just eats you. Best games for speedrunning. I don't think that should be at the Game Awards. That feels like a much more community-focused category than, like, Oscar category, you know? That's like, if I had a game awards, then I think having stuff like that would make sense. Or if, I don't know, who else could put on a community-based awards? I don't even think they should have content creator awards at the Game Awards. Yeah, Renegades genuinely looks really good. Yeah, it looks good. I really like the I guess we can talk about it more when we watch the trailer. I watched the Vidoc. I did watch the Vidoc. I don't want them to have best esports game either. Well, best esports game is fine. I don't feel the need for like best esports team and stuff. Because I think the Game Awards is a very specific thing. It is like the Oscars. So when you start adding like all these other things, I feel like it takes focus away from like games and the people who made them. Because that's what I would definitely want the focus to be, and that's why I like the Golden Joystick categories, because it does feel focused on the games and the people who make them. Yeah. You would have it's like going to the Oscars and you're like, we have best movie cosplay award. And it like that category actually makes sense, but not at the Oscars. Maybe it's something else. Yeah, the Golden Joysticks does a lot right. They do a lot right. Somewhere in the middle between Golden Joysticks and the Game Awards would be like the perfect spot, I think, for Game Awards. Best TikTok edit. Best movies to watch back to back after you sneak into a movie theater. Drinking water, yeah. Drinking water and breathing air helps with chronic illnesses, I've heard. It's true. The Oscar for Best Interview Ever Supporting Actor. I mean, yeah. Yeah. And I think those things do, they have places in other award shows, but you know what I'm saying, right? There's a difference between like industry awards and like community awards that are based on like the players and the people who interact with the media and then the people who create the media. I think there is a distinction between the two. Like even any of like the IGN awards or any of that stuff, I think you can add like a ton of different categories in there. What's up, Dark Man? How you doing? It should be more dev focused a little bit, yeah. Journalist awards. I mean, kind of, yeah. The vote is only 10% of like people vote. It is, but you see it. So here's the thing, though. Awards that are 100% community voted in a show like that tend to be kind of dumb because they're too mainstream. The Golden Joysticks is actually not too bad in terms of community voted. There's a good range of things that win, but I think there's a much more like niche community that actually pays attention to the Golden Joysticks. Whereas last year, when they did the 100% community voted game, I was like, you know, we don't need you guys to have 100% of the vote. You don't know what you're talking about. Never mind. Dommy Mommy, thank you for 14 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I have a little bit of coffee to keep my energy levels up. Hopefully, maybe. Undecided if that'll work. And I have water. I got both. Well, TBH is working on that video of the Ball and Gun Awards. Hey. Yeah. which I'm pretty excited about. I'm pretty excited about. When he was explaining it, I was about to text him and be like, if you need an announcer for one of the categories, like, I would love to. But then when I typed in chat, he was already planning that. So Game Awards are the Golden Globes, while Dice is the Oscars and joysticks are the Emmys. The flute guy, true. The Game Awards is about the flute guy and the Game of the Year medley. I like the Game of the Year medley. I like seeing those things together. Yeah. Yeah. They need to play the first song from Silent Hill. I feel like they're spinning. I just like... it's weird to say award season as a gamer, you know? I like award season. It's fun. Everyone talks about their year of gaming and things that they've enjoyed, and I think the conversations are really fun. And I like watching the trailers. And I also like getting emotional when talented people get awarded for amazing things that they've made. I like all those things. Monster Hunter Wilds update. Oh, they're putting out a video soon. December 16th. What's the date? Yeah, it is literally 2 weeks because it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Helldivers 2 announced their new Warbond and it launches the same day as Renegades. When is Renegades? Renegades is the same day as Night Rain, right? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. It's the same week. It's 2 days out. It's 2 days before Night Rain. Isn't PoE also doing something at the same time? What is going on? Stop it. No, I understand why you would release it now. Because you release it with enough time. You release it with enough time for your dev team to actually be at work, working on things. Ninja Gaiden 2? Or something else? Why does it launch on a Sunday? What launches on a Sunday? Oh, Neo 2. I was like, yeah, Neo doesn't get recognized for anything. Neo will never get recognized for anything. First Berserker Kazan wasn't nominated for anything. Lies of P barely got any recognition during the year it came out. Remnant barely got any recognition the year it came out. Just like heavy action-based games could be the best freaking games ever. And they just won't get recognized for it. They just won't. Well, I mean, good news, Elrac. Sorry, I'm already in Steam. Good news. We've reached mixed. That's right. Congratulations, y'all. We're at mixed reviews. We're getting there. Woo! We're moving up in the world. I wonder how much engagement Renegades will generate. I haven't played Destiny since Final Shape, but personally don't like the idea of Star Wars crossover in Destiny. It feels like it ruins the lore. From everything that I've seen today, it actually looks really good. I really think they've, from what I can tell from just looking at stuff, it seems like they've hit a really good middle ground of Star Wars inspired, but very Destiny story. Like we've got the Dredgen the Dredgens being involved. We got Dredgen. The way that they're doing like Jedi is very like in Destiny lore. Yeah, it's just, you know, we could watch the trailer real quick. Why not? Let's watch I haven't watched the trailer. I've watched the Vidoc and a decent amount of the trailer. Oh, I want to watch this too. There's a couple of things I want to watch. Yeah, we could watch the trailer for sure. Launch trailer. Xbox's one is 2 seconds longer. Am I planning on playing D2? No. I won't be playing D2 ever again, I don't think. It's not for me. Yeah, solo leveling game. By the way, don't get me started. The one game, the one anime to get an actual game is solo leveling. Not Hunter x Hunter. I can't think right now, but there's a lot of good shows, and they all just get stupid fighting game thing. Maybe I should pin brain no work. Well, please be kind. I'm gonna. So if you see me staring off into the distance, okay. This is the first trailer we're watching. Dude, I'm telling you, Hunter x Hunter has one of the reason why I always bring up Hunter x Hunter is because they have one of the best magic systems in the way that it's created, and the rules and all of that stuff is so good that it would be incredible for a video game. Incredible. We definitely don't need a live action solo leveling movie. We don't need solo leveling anything. It's fine. No, I'm glad, season 2 is better. Season 2 is better. I can't, when's the Path of Exile update? Path of Exile 2 update release date. When is it? You guys will tell me before it tells me. December 12th? No. That's what I'm saying, Amity, isn't it? Isn't it? Arguably the best power scaling system in anime. Yes, Alex Lay, who does the voice for the English solo leveling man. I don't know his name because, he's not even the same person. He's like 7 different people, so you don't need to know his name. He does a voice in Renegades, which is really cool because he is one of the voice actors that I know from dubbed voice acting world as someone who doesn't watch dubbed. Oh, it's a spoiler though, so I can't show you. But I saw the dub for Fragrant Flower Blooming show where I just heard one line of it and I was like, is that a fan dub? This is the worst thing I've ever heard. Anyway, sorry. This is the Renegades launch trailer. It was like really bad. Oh my god.
You're supposed to protect the people.
It was so bad. It was like
rule them. The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
Arise.
No.
Dude, their cutscenes have gotten a lot better.
So long for this. Dredgen hope.
Like, their cutscenes are really, really good. No.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake.
They always were good, but they're like really good.
New Cabal, the Barrent Imperium, sprung up out of nowhere across the system. That doesn't just happen. It's the 9, and I'm putting together a crew to prove it. What do you say, weapon?
Wow.
Welcome to the new Mars. Now the only law in Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
Why do you hate your own kind so much? It's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
He's a Dredgen.
is yours to lead. You will fall, but next time we meet.
Only one play left.
Thorns, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I think it looks cool. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So no, he's a Dredgen. He's played by the voice actor who does the solo leveling dude. He's also in a bunch of other things. But yeah, they got him, which is pretty cool. I forgot the guy who does this one. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember Defense? And the lightsaber is a primary weapon. It's Destiny collabing with Star Wars. Yeah. They're doing like an official collab. You know, I'm kind of tempted to watch the Vidoc because the Vidoc is actually really good. It's 16 minutes. It's not that long. I will watch a Vidoc for literally anything. I will watch it for anything. I love watching people who are talented and passionate about something talk about the thing that they're making. It's one of my guilty pleasures. Henry something for the Cabal guy. She was mentioned like him in the same vein as Alex and was like, you know, they have huge she said like Hollywood royalty or something, but I don't know any Hollywood people, so.
This is Destiny of the Star Wars lens, like this really cool combination that hasn't been done before.
I can't wait to take a Praxic Blade to Mars.
Don't be a ridiculous fan. Just stay cool.
Wait, we gotta squat it up and play through. Oh.
By the way, James Tsai might be the biggest Star Wars fan I've ever met in my entire life. I talked about it before, but it was so nice to see him talking about it. Henry Cavill, because he is like, went on a trip to the Star Wars Disney hotel thing, got multiple outfits to like fully role play being there. Like, he is the Star Wars guy. He is Star Wars. He's John Star Wars.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is gonna be great. Yeah, with Michael. Salvatore son.
This is why we got into games in the first place.
I mean, this area looks great.
Early on, we developed this North Star, authentically Destiny, unmistakably Star Wars. It has to be something that feels like a Destiny story. It can't feel like a one-off. This can't feel like a side quest, right? Like, this has to be a continuation of the Fate Saga.
I had this vision. I knew it came from the Nine.
But with Star Wars beats and Star Wars visual.
This is uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired by Star Wars.
I mean, this area, I was like, okay. I like the look of that. That looked good. Like the character design, the world design, the music, like all of it looks top tier.
Different universe.
Whether it'll be fun to play.
Of like, I think every Guardian's identity is like this healthy, independent, rebellious.
James is also big cat dad. Loves his kitty cats. Dresses them up for Halloween and stuff. He's a Star Wars cat man.
We were excited to actually explore that scoundrel fantasy. Bounty hunters.
I like this too.
The syndicates.
I think
going
that's
out
really
and
smart.
doing jobs with a ragtag team. We took inspiration from Star Wars to ensure the scale, visual language, soundtrack, and cinematic storytelling in Renegades delivered on everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
The Praxic Blade collaboration stands out to me.
Because lightsabers are so iconic, it was absolutely critical to get that balance right.
The team at Lucasfilm Games was just so solutions focused. It wasn't, no, it has to be this way. It was a lot of back and forth and asking questions about how would this work? Well, let's talk about it. All right, oh, so we need a different energy source. Okay, what would that look like?
It was all about like what is best for the player.
When we announced this collaboration with the studio, James may or may not have been wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
Yeah. Destiny and Star Wars share.
This is canon, yeah. So it's not a Star Wars story. It's using the Star Wars like universe and motifs, I think is the word, motifs, to tell a Destiny story. So you have Cabal, you have Vex, you have Fallen, you have all of your regular characters, but they're being like, they have like, you know, they've got little syndicates and they're like, hey, Guardian, you want to run out the bounty for me, boss? And so you got that going on. And then you also have the Jedi, but it's not the Jedi. It's the Proxic Order. It's the Proxic Order who is like this Jedi character, but it's definitely a Destiny thing. And then you have a Dredgen who is very Kylo Ren, but he is a Dredgen from the Destiny story. Star Wars canon.
That same beating heart. I was like, oh, this is going to be special.
Look at them with their little jackets on.
We were given such a unique challenge. How can we achieve the aesthetic and the feel of Star Wars without losing the narrative threads that we've created so far for Destiny at the same time?
It wasn't until we found our footing with creating a foundation in Destiny that things started to click together.
I remember the first time that we went down to San Francisco. We had this really...
I mean, they are very connected just like before even making this. Star Wars and Destiny, like, there's definitely a lot of crossover, and I'm sure the original Destiny was created with some inspirations from Star Wars, right?
Big meeting where it was the Destiny narrative folks on one side and the Star Wars narrative folks on the other side. We broke the ice by just asking, what's the bad version of this? We had a really good laugh over what that looked like. And through that, we kind of uncovered that this should be the aesthetic, the vibe of Star Wars with the truth to Destiny's narrative that we knew needed to be there too.
This just reminds me of Made in Abyss.
We begin 2 months after the Edge of Fate has happened. The world has moved and changed, and we're still trying to figure out what Binding the Nine means.
The Vanguard have redacted the prophecy of extinction.
They don't want the public to panic over this.
The Vex have to wear clothes because they can't go into the bar naked. You have to have clothes on.
Prophecy.
The crux of our story is the Drifter asking us to help him break Vanguard law for good reason to confront a new rising faction of Cabal called the Aberrant Imperium. It's what drives Eris to help the Drifter out, as well as the player Guardian.
When we were thinking about what kinds of characters should be in this release, we thought about the kinds of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and Drifter is an easy parallel. He and Han Solo share a cocky attitude, both former criminals.
In Star Wars, there's a plethora of sassy droids. We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue is no exception.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
Blue is...
This is gonna be great. This freaking Ghost
and Blue is no exception.
Is gonna be great. This is gonna, like, you already know, Ghosts generally have been written pretty well and have been a good time in Destiny. So Drifter's Ghost is gonna be hilarious. Also, look how old he looks now.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
Blue is a Drifter's ghost, and I think as soon as people hear her, they'll be delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is amazing.
You are supposed to protect the people,
Solo leveling guy.
not rule them.
And we also got Hollywood actual royalty Danny Houston to
Danny Houston.
play Premier Loom, the head of the Aberrant Imperium. Being able to work with someone from that kind of IMDb page was such an honor, and I was completely normal the whole time.
Surrender to the Aberrant Imperium.
I don't know
Loom
any
became the
actors.
sweeping militaristic figure that I think is going to be a really good parallel to Grand Moff Tarkin or other evil military leaders from the Empire.
So even though we're introducing new characters, we're still looking backwards at some of Destiny lore's most long-standing characters.
Yeah, dude, I would have loved to see more about Dredgen when I was playing, but no. Do you remember Destiny 1? We were like, man, we want to know more about the Dredgen. We want to see the Dredgens. They're so cool in the story.
Honor is another example of that. She's our Praxic warlock.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi in Star Wars. She was part of a Vanguard internal affairs group that would police Guardians on the usage of darkness.
Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
Not now, Honor.
Yeah, she has to grow up with the times a little bit.
We got
because the
5
world
grimoire
has
cards,
changed,
yeah.
and a whole lot of people are using darkness now, and she gets to grow and kind of ask herself, like, am I still adhering to my own values if I allow myself to be open to these kinds of ideas?
The Drifter belongs with us!
The Drifter left your cult long ago.
And then there's Bale, Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a
Bale.
dark guardian
Bale?
that represents absolute.
Bale or Veil? Because I'm about to say... Bale! Curse you, Bale.
Then there's Bale.
Curse you, Bale! Yeah, the concept art was really beautiful. Okay, sorry.
Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a dark guardian that represents absolute darkness.
Dredgen Bale doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected. He's got kind of a point, but his methods for addressing that point suck. He makes many bad choices. One of my favorite parts about a lot of villains in Star Wars is that they have just like the capability of making a right choice and then consistently do not make good choices.
Bale is trying to fill a hole in his life
Or
in all the
change.
wrong ways.
And he just
Fair.
can't, and he never will. But man, we're gonna hope that he does someday.
The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
He wants democracy. Yes.
This has been
That
an
world
opportunity
looks
where you
great.
love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my God, it was such a challenge at first, finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that
That
can
look
live
good.
in both worlds and not feel out of place in either, but also feel totally new and exciting. It wasn't always about where do we find the exact middle ground, 50-50 Star Wars and Destiny, because at that point, you're feeling almost a little derivative.
There's those moments along the way when we were like, this is just Star Wars. This is not the purpose of the collaboration. We want to have something kind of new that makes you
Danny Houston's played a lot of action thriller antagonists. Perfect.
think of both.
That's great.
I remember when we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with our new Cabal.
We started in that place where it's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets. That was kind of what switched it over from this is too derivative to this is really working. I think it comes through in the visuals and every single map. There are little Easter eggs and little treats here and there that we hit around.
It
and
looks
Lucasfilm
great.
Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input onto our maps so we can really
world
give
art
the
looks
players
really good.
something exciting.
I really, really like the world art a lot.
The switch flipped in my head like, oh, we would never have done this without this collaboration was the syndicates.
Yeah.
We're going places with the Vex and the Elixni and
That
the
guy
Cabal
look
that
cool.
we really weren't going to go before.
Oh yeah, and trench coats.
You see that?
Yeah.
Look at that. That look cool. That motherfucker look cool.
And the Elixni and the Cabal that we really weren't going to go before.
Oh yeah, and trench coats.
Briar
And trench
might,
coats. Yeah,
maybe.
we have Vex and trench coats that are
I think the problem with anyone who hasn't played since Final Shape is you see this stuff and you're like, that does look really cool. And then if you're a Star Wars fan, you're even more so like, that does look really cool. But then you're like, it's such a hard game to jump back into, it feels like. Or even if it's factually not a hard game to jump back into, it feels very intimidating and difficult to just jump back into the game. So I think there's always going to be a bit of a block of, I do want to play, but it's so much effort to like load it up and play. It's so much effort. I can't just like turn it on and you know. Yeah. Exactly, Ninjarific. Yeah, I'm in the exact same spot. And like, I really want Destiny to do well. There's a lot of really talented people. They're very passionate about everything. Such is the case with literally anything in game dev, because game dev, I always will say you would make more money working for Amazon or Microsoft than working at a video game studio. So the fact that you are choosing to work at a video game studio means that you probably are really passionate about it. So I want to see them do well, and I want players to have fun, and I want to see people speaking positively about Destiny for more than a week. But for me, I mean, if you just think about what would it take for me to play a first-person looter shooter, it would probably have to be not sci-fi. I don't even know. I don't even know what the setting could be. Yokai. It could be like a Neo setting, and then I might actually be down. I might actually be down, but I'm not personally looking for a PvE looter shooter first person game, right? And I'm not looking for that in like a sci-fi world where I'm just like fighting robots or whatever. I'm just not looking for that. So, and like, I'm not going to play PvP. Like, the reason that I played Destiny and the reason why I played it for so long and enjoyed it for so long is because I would get excited for all of this stuff, because going through the story is fun. I always enjoyed going through the campaign. But then after the campaign, I was excited to grind for weapons to take into the Crucible, to grind for armor, to make builds, to go into the Crucible, to do the raid and the dungeon, to make a build and get the weapons and take it into the Crucible. And when that part died, right, when Crucible was not getting any support and it felt like it was on the back burner and it's just like not an important thing that anyone is focused on, and I stopped enjoying it, it kills the other parts of the game. And with Final Shape, I really liked the Final Shape campaign. I really liked doing the raid. It was great. I had a great time. And I actually went into it being like, okay, I am going to really focus on enjoying PvE and like wanting to make builds for the raid or whatever. Or looking for the perfect god roll guns for PvE. I'm going to like really try to do it. But I just can't. It's just not me. You know? It's not what I do. Even when I'm playing like Ghosts of Yote, which is all PvE, but if I'm just doing one thing in Ghosts of Yote, I get tired. I need to do something else. So I can't just play PvE in Destiny. I get tired. I can't do it. I get bored. It just doesn't thrill me. It just doesn't thrill me in that manner. So that's why I wouldn't go back. It's a long tangent. I'm sorry. That's why I personally wouldn't go back to Destiny. But I do think there is, for other people who don't care about PvP at all, Briar's one of those. I think there is that wall of like, this looks really cool. And like, I do want to experience it, but how's my vault looking? I got to clear out my vault. What level am I? What level do I need to be? Like, what's the situation with that? And then there's just, I think any question you have that isn't just, I can load up the game and play it. People go, I can't be bothered. Yeah, I can't make myself like something. Yeah. Exactly, Elrac. Yeah. And I think I don't know why I like Monster Hunter. I mean, the combat is more my thing. And that's always been my thing. Like third person, really good action combat and putting together builds has always been like my favorite thing. We will go back to the Vidoc. Yes. Yes, we will. I feel like I'll be playing this as my last hurrah for the game because I already pre-ordered ages ago, but none of my friends play anymore in the Portal system. I've heard about the portal. I don't know enough about the portal to like have an actual conversation about it. But I've always been curious why the portal is so bad. Because I've watched a bunch of videos on people trying to say why it's bad, but they don't ever seem to really get to why. I think for me, probably like having things be more menu based rather than immersion based with the world, I think is not good. And I brought that up when I was playing. I was like, guys, it kind of feels like, it was actually when crafting happened, I think. It's like, guys, it kind of feels like Destiny's becoming a menu game instead of like a play the game and get excited about stuff happening on the screen game. And yeah, I can see that that also makes it worse. Because now you're not like bringing up a map and navigating somewhere on your ship. You're just like going through a menu. Exactly, Raymaker. They broke the gameplay loop. It's actually kind of similar to why we didn't play Monster Hunter Wilds when it first came out as much as we were expecting to. Because the lack of difficulty, the lack of pushback on getting materials, the lack of quests for you to go and do to upgrade your mantle, the lack of having to do anything to achieve anything in Wilds fundamentally broke one of the gameplay loop, like nodules, I guess. And when a game for your enjoyment relies on a really good gameplay loop, if any of that breaks down, you just end up not really liking it as much. Or you end up not coming back to the game as much. Or you're not having as much fun. You don't have the drive. You don't have the drive to go and do stuff. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Playing cards. It's so awesome. And I don't think we would have dared do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No, and it was the perfect time in our universe to do it too. The Star Wars fans on the team just start coming out, telling their stories about what they're excited to build, and far be it for me to get in the way.
I found it.
We make a lot.
Oh. Bottom line, on Edge of Fate Portal, very little activities. Overrode the world map. The grind to get higher light was not good amount of grind at a decent pace without burnout. Scoring system was way too complicated to try and make it decently efficient. That makes sense. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hey.
Build, and far be it for me to get in the way.
We make a lot of weapons in Destiny. How do you take a weapon in Destiny, which we have literal like 4 digits of guns, and
understatement,
right? And make something that feels new, but also does justice for Star Wars. And Blaster was really obviously the choice. They're roughly in 2 groups. There's dynamic blasters, which are intended to be harder hitting, firing a ton. Brute force. And then we have a number of balance blasters. As you're shooting, and the heat is building up, you're going to have a venting opportunity where you can hit perfect vents.
Animation.
It's like functionally a reload, so you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet.
Hey, Sparty.
I gotta ask though, what about those Cabal blasters? Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on?
Yeah, Dimitri, yeah. Customizing your difficulty every time you play is exhausting. Yeah, like when I think of Monster Hunter, right? No, if I've played the game for like a week ago, a month ago, or a year ago, my wall to get to in the game playing is exactly the same. No matter how long it's been. I have no inventory to manage because there's like unlimited space. I can just load up a hunt and I can just go hit the monster. There's nothing else that I have to do. Literally nothing. There's nothing. So yeah, I think having those walls, and I think Destiny has a lot of walls between me sitting here and going, this looks cool. I'd be interested in checking it out, and actually playing the thing.
We have swords in Destiny, but we don't have a praxic sword. We don't have a lightsaber approximate. It's an exotic primary weapon. That's kinetic. Where you can reflect a bunch of blasts.
Kinetic.
Kill enemies with it and throw it out and get a ton of damage. Having the sandbox.
Also in the to do with I haven't finished watching the stream yet, but I watched a bit of it, and they said that you're gonna be able to like really customize these things. Like really customize it. You're gonna be able to change the color of it and a bunch of stuff to adjust to your play style and like who you are, which is cool. Doom lets you get really granular with the difficulty, and it feels like the devs didn't even bother balancing it. I didn't enjoy the latest Doom. I didn't enjoy the latest.
Having the sandbox be able to explore this new like ability ecosystem with Renegade abilities. We've taken so much of this opportunity and turned it into what we can like grow.
Every corner of the game, from the art, the design, the audio, the music, the UI, the rewards,
that look cool.
Completely infused with the magic of the collaboration. Cool. It's really been a real treat to be a part of.
Yeah, super satisfying.
It looks good, guys. It looks good. Now we're talking. The music's gonna be banging. It's fun because you can hear the Star Wars and Destiny stuff as you're listening to this, like da da da, and then you've got the violin that seems very Star Wars. It's really cool. It's actually like really cool how they've managed to mix both and have it feel like both. It's really cool. There's Michael.
Good morning, everybody.
Michael Salvatore.
Didn't mean to wake you up with that beat, sorry. The overarching theme for this was to create a score for this release that felt like it was cohesive as a whole. We're all talking to each other and collaborating with each other.
True, Ninja, yeah.
We were able to
Maybe that's what it was. Called, thank you for 32 months. Happy holidays. We're collecting our Thanksgiving food on Thanksgiving Day, actually. But we don't have a pumpkin pie yet. We have to buy it day of, which is fine.
Or different ways of orchestrating.
I'm excited for
different
eating.
ways of writing with the orchestra that expand on the Destiny palette.
Excited for eating.
And make it fresh and new. When I look at the Star Wars scores, there were certain elements that naturally fit string flourishes or wood flourishes that would play into a certain moment. When it's like, oh, I know I want something to feel more Williams, so I'll push it, not this Williams, the John Williams, I'll push it more in that world.
Another thing too is the amount of percussion. I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars.
Hearing them talk about this
Once you
stuff.
like flesh out the percussion arrangement, it instantly sounds more Destiny as a result.
For me, a lot of it was about framing, where when I use a lot of the Destiny themes, how I set them up and how I'm transitioning in and out of moments are much more Star Wars-y in terms of the harmony and orchestration.
I think the most exciting part about this was the opportunity to work with these guys and Mike.
You definitely made it a point to kind of bring us together and listen to each other's music.
But Brendan, you wrote something with the most beautiful oboe solo in it, and it drives me nuts that I didn't think of it first.
No one wanted to follow Brendan is what it came down to. Brendan's cues just sound amazing from the start.
It's gonna be really good.
I remember
Luna,
knowing your first high action cue.
For sure.
Everyone was like, whoa. because it's really fast, really intense.
The music's gonna be banging.
Josh
It really
kept on
is.
like spinning around and looking at you.
Humans have to play this. Jeez.
Destiny has like so many themes, and that's like a great vehicle for doing the Star Wars spin.
Our first meeting was discussing that.
What a cool job, huh? Writing dope ass music. What a cool job. I think especially for video games, because when you're playing video games, music like heightens the experience of what you are like physically first person experiencing so much. You're sitting there making cool stuff. Man, what a cool job. You could always go and do it again, Sealy. If you're talented and you can show people like what you can do, right?
That main theme, and I remember hearing
Sitting
it
here
for
like
the
this is
first
so
time.
cool.
And everybody kind of perked up when we all heard it. We're all having ideas that were just a little bit different from one another. That was all sort of impacted what the final version of the theme was.
That's
Dredgen
good.
Bale. That kind of teed off the main theme, and the fact that we were exploring the idea of this kind of anti-Guardian character set in this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell.
Hold on, I'm gonna play that bit
Beat
again.
off.
That was really dope. That was really dope. Right, the soundtrack designs, they're so interesting. Yeah. Dude, Adonis, I'm telling you, I think also as you get older, you feel more of that. Where you like to see talented, passionate people creating really dope things. And you're just like, oh, this is wonderful. Look at them doing things they love. Isn't that nice? How lovely. I just felt like a little grandma go, look at the young people crafting music. Look at them achieving their dreams. It's so nice. How canonical is it for Destiny? It is a pure Destiny story. For Star Wars, I assume not at all. Because there's like no Star Wars characters in it. Yeah, seeing talented people do cool stuff, man. That's
Dredgen
real
Bale.
good.
That kind of teed off the main theme, and the fact that we were exploring the idea of this kind of anti-Guardian character set in this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell a longer arc story. It has a layer of ominousness to it. It has a layer of mystery to it, but it can be turned other ways.
I felt a sense of menace.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get to experience it with players.
Just really hope that, personally, I've written something that they can really connect with and love, and if I can cause a couple of goosebumps in there, I'll take that as a bonus too.
I hope players get taken on a journey that inspires them and makes them feel like this world is really unique and really special.
I totally understand why people would want silence. Yeah, no, I totally get it. As someone whose brain can't deal with stuff sometimes, I understand why you'd be like, I can't have the extra thing going on. Did Fran ever play Expedition 33? Not yet. No, he hasn't. I think he should be coming up soon. I don't know how he's doing with Arc Raiders or like where he's at in his enjoyment of Arc Raiders, but I feel like we're maybe getting to I was going to say crescendo, but I don't know if that makes sense. Your sister got you something special for Christmas? Is it a car? Oh my God, Luna, so good. Yeah, incredible. I mean, look at Expedition 33. I think a big reason why I was crying within the first like 20 minutes of that game is because A lot of things, but definitely to do with the music. Definitely. You got a PS5, let's go. Huge. I assume you're gonna fight Bale, maybe. Yeah. True.
My favorite feeling as a
that'd be
creator
interesting.
is getting to watch someone's look of like absolute surprise.
I want players to feel hope, that exciting, boundless potential that Destiny has, and world of possibility that Star Wars unlocked.
I've been waiting so long for this.
He's got a little Dredgen thing in his hand. You see that? He's swinging it about. There you go. There you go. That was the Vidoc. One, Vidocs are always good. Keep doing it. They're great. Love being able to see people talk about stuff and show it off and not have to do it in front of a live audience or like on a live stream. They did do a live stream and they had like an extra conversation with the developers. But I think having a Vidoc where they can actually like talk about the thing and show it off and not have to worry about the fact that they are live is nice. Because these guys, they're just developers, guys. They're not live streamers. They're not like TV hosts. They're developers sitting in front of their computer like doing stuff. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, the music with the gamage. Ugh. My God. PS5s are on sale for Black Friday. Very good. I need to do Bella's med real quick. I could just throw up the Vidoc. Not the Vidoc. That's what we were just watching. I could throw up the live stream. Oh, I thought that was like the Renegades full album. I was like, what? The Renegades full... What? The beginning is like the Vidoc, so I'll give you this. Actually, do you want to see the activity? I'll play you the activity. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, I'll put this up while I go do give Bella her medication real quick. Woo, Monster Hunter Wows. Yeah, she's very passionate and loves what she's doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Launching into our Lawless Frontier activity, Tom, I would love to put the spotlight on you.
Let me give Bella her pill.
A quick
I'll
description.
be right back.
What is the Lawless Frontier?
I'll be right back.
So the Lawless Frontier is our core game mode in Renegades. You're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really what comprises our end game. And the idea is that you're a renegade, you're taking on these shady jobs like bounty hunting, smuggling, and sabotage from our syndicates, and you're doing so to increase your notoriety, your power, and your riches, and of course to get some sweet loot.
Yeah, and when you talk about bounty hunting, sabotaging, that kind of stuff, those are different types of this activity, right?
Yeah, their bounty hunting is all about taking out a key syndicate boss. Sabotage is about blowing the heck out of everything with your renegade abilities, dropping airstrikes on Cabal vehicles, and smuggling is about grabbing everything that isn't tied down.
Yeah. In true fashion, when you're going into a dangerous spot, you got to just grab whatever you can find, right?
Yep.
So today we're going to be focusing on a bounty hunt, and I believe you said this is kind of like a quintessential Destiny vibe of an activity, right?
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a traditional Destiny activity, but you're going to start in the ready room, which is kind of a unique experience, and you're going to be able to pick your renegade abilities in there from your little shank buddy that's in there. You'll hop aboard Hawk, and you'll drop down to the destination. You can see we're already in on one of the Mars maps that we have. There are all these jobs take place across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and there's 2 maps on each destination. This is Hellas Fortitude, and right now we're doing a bounty hunt, and we're working to draw out the intel officers to track down where our target is. After this, there'll be resurgence of the security forces of that target. They'll have a classic boss fight, but with a bunch of wrinkles thrown in for gameplay here of things, hazards that are at play, your abilities, maybe an invader, which we'll talk about later, and then you'll exfil with your bounty and get some loot and take that back to our social space, Tharsis Junction, where you'll be able to spend your currencies to buy some of the cool blasters, or maybe some of the cosmetics and customizations for the Praxis Blade we're going to talk about later.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, so as we're going through this, we're going to be seeing a lot of abilities that players know and love on screen, but we have new abilities, Renegade abilities, that are going to be for this activity. And Eric, you're going to be our person of knowledge here.
Yeah.
What do we got on screen?
Yeah, so Renegade Abilities is a new ability system we have in Renegades. What you do is we have a brand new button for you to press. It's going to be R3 on the controller and then Z on the keyboard. And that's going to kind of switch you into a different mode that gives you new abilities for your grenade and your melee. That sends out one of these tokens. We have here on the screen, you can see we have one called Revitalize that heals you and provides you with ability energy. And then we have the other one, which is the Deflector Shield, which is this zone I can sit inside and shoot out of, and it blocks all the incoming damage. It's also going to, for my allies who are inside the shield, it will amplify them and then jolt any enemies who pass through it. And all of these have 7 levels of upgrades. So when you first start, they will have certain functionality and certain strength, and as you upgrade them, they're going to get better and better. And they really change the gameplay, right? Like they're kind of these pocket supers almost, that as a hunter, I'm able to be like, I'm going to build support, right? I'm going to choose these 2 support Renegade abilities and make sure my team has what they need to survive this tough environment. You can also see in this mode we have non-regenerating health. So things like that Revitalize Renegade ability are really going to come in handy to be like, we need to take a break and heal. Let's pop over here to some safety, and anyone can build into that if that's what they want. You know, we have things like vehicles that you can pull in or you can call down from your ship. So that's one thing. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, well, before we get to the ship, actually, let's talk a little bit more about the health mechanics in here. Because we had this in some previous activities like Nether, and we got a ton of great feedback on like how much you get back, how you get it back, and I've seen already in this activity, as you're going through, there are some pots, there's some ways that you can get it. There are the Renegades abilities, but Tom, if you want to talk a little bit more about it.
We took Nether as a base, but I'd say this is a little bit more forgiving. The way that health works is you've got a large pool of health.
I was fighting for my life.
It does not regenerate at the top level, but if you get down to 0, it will regenerate to the base shield, so you're going to have some of the red flashing screen.
Turn that down. Rochi, thank you for 17 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Oh, dude, the Steam Cube thing, I think is coming out at a really good time. I'm looking at it like, that might be kind of nice, for depending on the price, to have in the living room. So that's Destiny Renegades. Obviously, there's the rest of the live stream if you would like to watch it. But yeah, I think Renegades looks good. I do. I think it looks pretty solid. This was the... Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. Okay. I think it looks pretty solid. There's definitely some other stuff. Oh, here we go. Found it. A lot of movies. Oh, Grime official demo gameplay Whoozy Flop. Yeah, and then this thing too. Where's this one? Dunno. Let's look at it. Fatal Fury 34th anniversary. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Oh, we can watch the trailer for Solo Leveling, sure. I think that's about it in terms of like new stuff. Yeah, they had all of the Destiny stuff, and I was talking about oh yeah, we can take a look at that. We can take a look at that. We were talking about it, I was like, yeah, it actually looks pretty good. And then I was like, well, we might as well like watch it. Hey D-Bolt, how are you? Ballad of Antara still says 2025. What if it's a shadow drop at the Game Awards? I don't think it's gonna be. Okay. We're gonna do Elden Ring Night Rain last. No, maybe not last. We'll do it first. It's either first or last. Okay, this is the Elden Ring Night Rain, the Forsaken Hollows Scholar character trailer. SpongeBob, do you really want to watch it? We could. We could. Got a nice little backstep, looking good. Oh, I must ponder the first sin. Oh no, my friends are in danger. Bang. Beautiful. Oh my god, it's Elden the Dark Leap. Bang. Everyone's boofed and also deboofed. Shared damage. They're all dead. I keep thinking this is Dr. Lupo, and I'm like, what is Dr. Lupo doing in like a 90s TV kid show? What is happening? Because it looks like Dr. Lupo in like a kid's, I don't even know, like, you know one of those kid shows where they're like, you know what I mean. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. It looks exactly like that. No, this is Everdark Libra. Like the ones in the jungle where they do stuff, you know? Those ones. So, whenever we do Everdark Libra, we will be having a scholar on our team because I think he is clearly just a hard counter. He's just a hard counter to Everdark Libra. You pop your ult, you share the damage. Someone with a high damaging ult kills one guy, kills them all. Problem solved. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada baby. Does look like a cane, but I think that's just his the way his unique weapon looks. So I think he uses, what does he use? Stabby weapons. Yeah, it's Everdark Libra summons people. This is some kind of, I think it slows them down, actually. No, wait, that makes sense, because look at them. It looks like a clock. Jungle Run! Yes! Hold on. Slight tangent. Freaking Jungle Run, dude! It looks like an ad for Jungle Run. Dr. Lupo joins Jungle Run. Okay, sorry. Rayman Jungle Run is a different thing. Yeah, no, it makes sense because it's like a slowing down the clock. But it's also attaching to her. He is a buffer and a debuffer. Yeah, he do be buffing and debuffing. So this looks like he slows down time. About to learn about UK millennial childhood. Prepare yourself again. We're not going to Robin Hood camp, but it's close. Yeah, because they look slow. Yeah. It looks like a slow. Flipping his book. So I don't know what else this does, but it definitely shares damage between all enemies, but your allies are also buffed. So I wonder if you shared damage to allies, like if they're downed. If they're downed, if you do this, if you then like hit an enemy, if it will res your teammates. Because that would be cool. That's why you thought... Have you fought Everdark Libra? Because this is the hard mode Libra. you mean... Oh, I see what you mean with that. Yeah. I see. Yeah. No, that makes sense. So we're sharing damage. We're hitting them. Wow. Oh, so this is showing... Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's showing them take... And then look at this. This is what they're showing. Bang. And then they all die. Shared damage. Direct counter to Everdark Libra. Ed Libra. ED Libra. So definitely a boof, definitely a deboof, and shared damage for sure. And he has a staff, so I assume he's we know that he primarily scales with arcane, but I assume maybe arcane intellect. Bang. Looks great. Combo of Scholar and Duchess would go crazy. Yes. For those who don't know, the moveset of his sword is made partly of the animation for the threaded cane from Bloodborne. The sword form, not the whip. It's from Rogier's rapier and Estoc, not Bloodborne. Bloodborne sucks. Current FromSoft being lazy as always. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's true. Anyway, that is the guy. And this update comes out next week, so I wonder if they're gonna give us... I would really like to see the next character tomorrow. But here's what I'd like them to do. This character today, next character tomorrow. Next Tuesday, they release like a hype trailer. Da 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 da. Oh my God, it's Night Rain. Who knows what song they'll pick this time? And then it comes out Thursday. But they might do this guy today, and then next Tuesday will be the girl. I think a new trailer for the Switch title. Yeah, Dustbloods. I think that would make sense. Okay. Next, I'm very excited. We're gonna let's do this one because this is funny. People were making fun of this. There's like nerdy dumbasses on Twitter making fun of it, being like, "Oh my God, why would you do that?" And then normal people who are like, "Let me load up Assassin's Creed real quick." This is the Assassin's Creed Shadows Attack on Titan collab. I'm covering his face. Look how dope Yasuke looks. Damn. Ooh.
We call them Titans. A monster that wields death on a scale you've never seen. We must rescue Godwin before Albrecht and his fanatics force him to shift and destroy everything you've ever known.
And if Godwin succumbs,
yeah,
he'll have a Titan.
Why not? Mango. Oh my God, this freaking thing. They're gonna make me watch it. It's haunting me. Anyway, so that's happening. November 25th. So right now. It's out right now. Go play it. Go play it. It delights me knowing that Eden saw this in his visions. True. I like to imagine an AOT's episodes was inserted into the Animus by accident for this to happen. I beg your pardon. Yeah. When you watch too much anime before plugging into the Animus. Yep. Good. Nice. Good. Great. Next, we're going to watch the official Preludes Founder Showcase trailer for Soulframe. You can now pick up the Founders Bundle of Soulframe. It's available right now. For context, this is Warframe, right? Digital Extreme, Warframe, those guys. It's their new game.
My rivers rise. My forests fold. My wildings rise from Dolmen's cold. My blue blood three, I gifted thee. For Tethrin, braveling brute.
Jennifer English is in
my
the game, yep.
Marrow binds the Ivor blade. For a Shelder, magic mottling, a finger, the alder staff, snapped from sacred tree. And Siren, sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Stole a golden lash before I could gift it. Taught cross the starling bow. When felling fields burn, my gifts return.
Funny.
Sharp end first. So wear the hide of wild kin for thee, envoy. My arm, my skin.
Hey, it's Jennifer.
Find me, fawn. Betray me again.
Little Boots, thank you for 10 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely want to play Soulframe. I've been kind of waiting, but I definitely want to play Soulframe. Why didn't they put a link in here? Why? But let's take a look at the website so you can see. Become a founder. Okay, let's see what it says. Start your journey. $100 doodars. Embody the virtues of all three wild packs in fabled splendor. The Paragon Greatsword is yours to wield. Chosen of the Empress. Plant a bloom in the Eternium Garden so your memory as a founder will flower for all to see. And then you can... That is for everything. Yeah. This is for all of it. Broken Tusk, thank you for 13 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Will this finally pull Mylan's face from Arc Raiders? I don't think so. He did play Dispatch, though. That was good. And then you have these, which are $30 each. So we can let's just take a look at some. Okay. So, okay, wait, hold on. Show items. So then I can show you everything. Instant access to Soulframe Preludes plus 4 bonus friend codes, 10 total. So you get 10 friend codes. Sparagon Guide, Mono Bloom, Talisman and Motif, Die Palette. We do like die palettes. Access to the Founders merch store. Okay. And then if we look at these, it's free to play. Yeah. This is free to play. Instant access. And so all of these come with 2 friend codes. 2. And then access to the Founders merch store. They all have a different birdie. Look. Okay. I like this bird a lot. Yeah, this bird and the die's pretty good. This one, yeah, but this is green. This one's green. So I'd want to get the green one. I'd want to get the green. Get a weapon skin for Warframe with Founders. There you go. Sign up for a chance to enter Alka. Sign up for Preludes for a chance to receive an invite every week and help shape the future of Soulframe. What is motif? What is how do I purchase? More than one bundle. Can I upgrade? Can I purchase individual bundles? Can I gift? Can I trade? How long will Founders be available? Will Founders be available for consoles? Ooh, good question. A version of Founders will exist for consoles. There you go. Give me a dorky pigeon. If I had prelude access before, do I need to purchase to keep my access? No, you do not. In addition, we will still be doing free weekly invitations for people who sign up. There you go. So you can start playing. So TLDR, if you aren't already playing, like you don't already have access, you can spend $30, get access right now, right? To play right now. And then you also get friend invite codes to give to somebody. But if you don't want to spend anything, but you're interested in trying it right now, you can create an account and get invited for free. Potentially. Maybe. I think. It's still in alpha? Yes. It is definitely still early. For sure. It's definitely still early. So that's why I'm personally waiting. I'm waiting to play, personally. But I might pick up a Founders kit. I might get this one. I like the colors. Oh, excuse me. These colors, this has purple in it. The $100 one. I like these ones the least, I think. I really like this bird and this flower. I really like this flower, this talisman and motif, and I like the dyes more. Yeah, I want the, yeah, this isn't really my playstyle, but I like this. I like these things. No Rest for the Wicked did a stream recently talking about co-op. That's the next thing that they're waiting on. Or working on, not waiting on. Well, it's more so for the items. These items look better. This isn't bad, though. This is definitely my second favorite, so could go with that, too. Yeah. Could go with that, too. There we go. So if you want to play, you can. You can get a Founders Edition. You can get stuff. Do your thing. Bada bing. Next, we're going to watch the official trailer for Solo Leveling Arise
This
Overdrive.
is the tale of my rebellion and your beginning. If I give up here, I'll die for nothing. I need to see where I stand right now.
Combat looks pretty fun.
The monarch of shadows, death and repose. Arise.
This is the RPG, yeah.
This is the true power of a monarch. Become one with darkness.
Oh, good. Okay. Hold on. What are people saying about it? It's $40 EDRs, mostly positive. Online co-op? Really? Oh. Sir Edgelord. Strongest Hunter. Original story from the webtoon and new adventures exclusive to the game. Animated combat that evolves with your choice of weapons and skill combos. Dodge monster attacks with extreme evasion. Counterattacks and perfect parry. Build your own unique combat style through a skill tree that you know, I'm tempted to try it. All games are mostly positive until people play it for like a week and they go, this doesn't work on my 1660. There hasn't been an update in 2 days. The demo. True. I'll download it so I have it. I bought my computer in 1987 and I can't run this in 4K. So what are people saying? That the game seems to always be connected to the internet and sending telemetry. It also installs and runs easy anti-cheat, even if you don't play online. Button mashing. I didn't get very far. I really do want to recommend this game and not understand that they're working allowing a single player without the need of the internet. Okay. Internet. TLDR, it's all right. It's okay for what it is. That's fair. It's called solo leveling. I want to play solo. Until you guys let us have an offline mode, the negative review stays on. Online only performance issues. There's one always online. While I'm playing single, there should never, ever be a need to lock me to online. There's no excuse for the game to suddenly lock me out of action and let the enemy beat me to death because my internet had a little brain fart. It's sending telemetry. I really like that they put that out. They're sending telemetry all the time. Telemetry is being sent and received. Telemetry. They're working on an offline patch. I'm sure they will. Yeah, I'm sure. Co-op is basically false advertising. You can't play the story in co-op except for chapters you already finished. Yes. Gameplay is decent. However, always online. Progress only to have a token server error drop any progress you've made. That does sound annoying. What's up, Deadstream? How you doing? A lot of people complain about gotcha this, mobile that. This is not solo leveling Arise. This is solo leveling Arise Overdrive. It's got more RPG elements, epic music, and bonus fights. Connected, it's online, sending telemetry. Not worth the wait. I was hoping for a true Arise experience. I played the gotcha game before. This doesn't feel any different. As a fan of solo leveling, this game is a complete letdown. The manga and anime built their identity on impactful, high-stakes combat. High-stakes combat? Are you sure about that? I disagree. Good and very well animated combat. I'll give you that. High stakes. Getting locked in my menu for 5 minutes while the server hiccups. No, Dimitri, you cannot. Game is nigh unplayable in co-op. Really has a game story ends abruptly and doesn't feel like an RPG. Always online. Uninspired levels, lame hub, boring boss fights, bad enemy AI, anti-cheat, false flagging, online, sending telemetry. It's sending telemetry! Yeah, that's the thing that sucks is if their servers are really bad, then it doesn't matter how good your internet is. The dude comes and destroys everything. Yeah, he goes, Arise, and everything falls apart. So not very high stakes. I mean, solo leveling is about having the fantasy of being like a super OP dude who was a little weenie baby and then overnight grew up to be a very tall supermodel. And everyone in his life was like, this is normal. Or they'll be like, has your hair changed? It's a different person. That's a different man. Your brother was body snatched. I think there's a demon in there. Something ain't right. He's sending telemetry. There's telemetry being sent here. I just can't prove it. Actually, I can by the fact that he looks like an entirely different person. Well, we have the demo. He went, yeah, he was like your nerdy brother in middle school. And then he turned into the most handsomest supermodel ever. Yeah. It is... Animators worked on that show. There were animators. And they were good at it, I will say. Yeah. I have almost 50 hours into the game. There's 0 gacha mechanics in this game. You can buy the game and everything within the game. Blah, blah, blah. Telemetry. What does telemetry mean? Define telemetry. The process of recording and transmitting the readings of an instrument. What do you mean by telemetry? Telemetry is the in situ collection of measurements or other data at remote points and their automatic transmission to receiving equipment telecommunication for monitoring. Exactly, Adonis. 100%. I totally agree. Yeah. It's very, very good at what it's good at. The only time I get annoyed is when people are like, guys, this is the most groundbreaking, best thing I've ever seen in my life. It's anime of the year. Yeah, if you ignore, like... You know, actually, anime and video games are the exact opposite when it comes to awards. Anime with really good action animation will win over really good story and writing and voice acting and power systems and world building. In video games, if your game has really good action but pretty crappy everything else, they don't even know that you exist. Are you alive? I don't think so. But if you have a good story and characters and world and whatever, then you're gonna win. It's the exact opposite. That's what I only know of telemetry from Destiny, honestly. It's the only time that I've been around telemetry much. How do you not have the stupid AI? It does show up, but I guess not for this right now, right here. You'd think so, Dimitri, but the world makes no sense. Next, we're going to take a look at Grime 2. If you guys don't know about Grime, how many hours do we have in Grime? Let's find out. Grime. We put in 30 hours in Grime. One of my favorite games. My favorite Metroidvania. Grime 2 has a demo available. You can play it. And I haven't watched this trailer. You can always do minus AI in your searches. You can do that. Whole ass skill trail. Oh, I like this guy. I like that hat. That hat look good. Combat was so fun in Grime. It was super parry based, but they have a lot more abilities in Grime too. will be playing. We will be. We will be. My favorite game. The first Grime was insanely good. I can tell it's going to be hard as balls, rocky balls. Grime is such a great soundtrack. Excited for this one. Love the first game. Can't wait for a sequel. I love it when logos incorporate the numbers into the design. Finally, can't be more excited. Can't wait. Why only Steam for demos? Because consoles... It's fine. We don't need to explain. That is good. I have played Where Winds Meet. Yes. Yes. Yes, I have. I have. Next, we're gonna take a look at Of Ash and Steel. I think it's a pretty great game. Not for chronic fatigue syndrome havers who wish to be healthy and not die. But I do think it's pretty good. It literally is why I haven't streamed for the last 3 days. It literally triggered a massive chronic fatigue relapse for me. So I will not be playing anymore. But I'm glad it exists.
As soon as Ratwald seized power, he began bending everyone to his will. Mines started closing. There's one that's still open, but the miners there are getting screwed over big time. These days, the Order is just a shadow of its former self. The Freemen are doing things their own way. Their arrows are faster than their words.
That power is ancient knowledge, and it remains on Greyshaft to this day. We will harness the Prime Strider's most priceless treasure.
Can you sense it? Do you feel
Crimson skies. It never gets easier.
Show me combat.
Now we know what comes next.
I can feel
They
it.
spread that filth all around the island. It's like we're all puppets guided.
I can sense it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I found myself getting lost today in Jurassic World Evolution 3 for 8 hours. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. The winds met me and beat my brain's ass. Yeah. It was like if you're packing for vacation, right? Think about how stressed you are. You're packing for vacation. You need to be at the airport in an hour, right? You're packing. And someone's going the entire time while you're packing for the airport, and you have to leave in an hour, and you've done nothing, and you need to shower. And that is Where Winds Meet. That's how it feels to me. I'm trying to like put it in a way that maybe makes sense. As probably doesn't make sense, but yeah. Yeah. It's where you're already like, think of the most stressed and busy and overwhelmed your brain could possibly be, and then someone or something just adding to it constantly. It's just constant. So you don't get any time to just be like, okay, I'm gonna pack my socks next. Okay, I'm going to put my shoes on. You can't have a singular thought of, I'm going to put my bag in the car. It's got to always be like, the entire time. It's like that. Yeah. It's like that. So, I've never had my illness be triggered by a video game before. And granted, I don't think it would have happened if I was in the best brain health. I don't think it would have happened if I was in the best brain health. But if I'm a little bit tired, I guess that does it. It's not just the UI, it's well, I guess this is UI, but it's the constant, like, everyone that says something, this text that takes up half the screen everywhere you go. There's just text everywhere. There's pop-ups over here. There's a chest. There's an NPC to talk to. There's this. There's, oh, you have a new thing in the menu that has a red dot next to it, and you need to claim the thing. And then you also have the other layer of, I want to equip a different weapon and equip a different skill. Okay, well, you need to go 800 menus deep to make that happen. So you're sitting there trying to like figure out how to do a very simple thing. I just want to change my ability. You're like, now how did I get there last time? I don't know. So you're thinking about that and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy like fighting. I'm going to go find a boss and I'm going to go fight him. But then you have all of this constantly. There's literally no reprieve from how overwhelmingly loud the game is. So yeah, I've never ever had a game trigger a chronic fatigue relapse in me before, ever. And I've had this illness since I was 5 years old, which is very young to get it. But I've had it since I was 5. I've played God knows how many video games in the last 31 years. And I've never had a video game trigger my chronic fatigue syndrome before. Yeah, I think if I was in like perfect brain health, I would be able to play it, but probably just like I'd have to like put it down. I'd have to do it in short increments. But yeah, I have so many incredible, amazing games to play that there's obviously it doesn't make sense to risk my physical health to play anything. Because it doesn't do what Where Winds Meet does. Honestly, it's really hard to explain to you if you don't have, I guess, a chronic illness. Or maybe something like really bad ADHD. It could probably happen as well. True, Cal. True. This is of Ashen Steel. We're going to keep watching it in a second. We're going to keep watching it. Playing Nioh 2. Yeah. Yeah. Nioh 2. Yeah. So, I think it's a good game. I'm really happy that it exists. I'm glad that there's something that's free out there, that people can play and really enjoy, but it's just not worth risking my physical health for, you know, which I think is reasonable. I mean, Where Winds Meet is literally taking the worst MMO UI, the worst gacha UI, and putting them together. And then I'm gonna do it again. I'm doing it again. I can't be. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it. And then doing this, but worse. So, it's. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I've played a lot of intense UI games, like menu games, but I guess I've never played a game that's like constantly yelling at me. You know. Yeah, where Winds Meet triggered my chronic fatigue. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It sounds really crazy. I think if you don't deal with anything like that, it's like that's crazy. But yeah, it triggered it really bad. I had to basically stay in bed for 2 days with no audio and no nothing. Yeah. Exactly. And see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that it's constant. I think it's very. I don't like having the illness that I do, but I am also a little thankful, I guess, because I get a really cool look at the human brain and what it does when it's taking in information, right? Like I feel when I'm starting to get pretty sick, I can feel every little thing that is going into my brain. Every audio line, every pop-up, every thing over here. It's why sometimes if I'm playing a game, I can't be in Discord and play the game at the same time because there's like too many things that my brain is having to sort through at one time. So that's the thing. It's like, if you just had menus, I could probably deal with that. If you just had like constant pop-ups everywhere, I could probably deal with that. But when you put everything in one, and like my brain can't ignore it. It's just taking it in all the time. It's like I have to think about the menu, but then I'm also hearing this, and then I'm also seeing this, and then it's just like, yeah. And so I would have liked to have played it more. I wanted to experience more of the boss fights. I won't be playing the Path of Exile update. I'm really, really, really glad that the Druid is coming finally. But it's launching in the worst possible time, and I've already decided that December is my... I've already decided my December. And I'm really excited for it. Yeah, it's a lot, Nekomich. It's, I think if you deal with anything that's, yeah, ADHD, if you have any kind of autism, if you have anything where your brain struggles with getting overwhelmed in any way, I think you'll probably see it and go, yeah. I stopped playing it because of all the things that it prompts me to claim. And there's one thing I couldn't figure out how to claim. Yeah, that's something. Oh, if you're OCD. If you have OCD, I think it will be really tough for you because there's constant things that you have to claim. And it's always in the UI. And then sometimes, yeah, you can't figure out how to get there. Yeah, also hearing AI voices definitely brings me out of the world, which is unfortunate, but I think the boss fights were really cool. Yeah. I thought any of the bosses I fought, I thought they were pretty cool.
By a hand drenched in blood, and I don't like that one bit. There's a plague rat among us. We need to smoke it out.
No,
we
someone
must
pretending
prepare.
to be
The fort is of utmost strategic importance. It will be ours at any cost.
Crafting?
We can't do that alone.
Show
we
me
need
the
more
combat.
people, preferably those who like to fight and know how to do so. If
I don't know
things go
combat's
as
in here. I
planned,
haven't watched
we
it
will
yet.
just get away with blood on our hands.
And if they don't?
Then we will drown in it.
Just who do you think you are? Some upstart with no name, no family? I always know what's happening on my island. I'll mount your idiotic head right on that stinking monument.
Oh, yeah. That is exactly what I thought it would look like.
Fight until the bitter end. Fight for yourselves. Fight for your loved ones. Fight for the life that would be swallowed up by the
I felt
depths.
it.
Together, we will protect
You
the
might be
people
able to turn it off.
and slay every foe that dares threaten Greyshaft.
Camera shake I'll always bring up, but I'm always like, you might be able to just turn it off though, you know? I have to see what the reviews are. I think ADHD like presents itself probably in different ways too. Like I'm sure there's some people who have ADHD that maybe don't get super overwhelmed. I don't know why everyone has so much camera shake, JD. I don't know. Well, Bagel, chronic fatigue syndrome and long COVID are very, very similar. Because there's been obviously groups that are trying to figure out more scientifically with chronic fatigue syndrome, but it's not been like a huge thing. And then COVID happened and long COVID happened and millions of people were getting a disability. And they started studying it more and they found that there is a lot of similarities. And through my reading about chronic fatigue syndrome, and then of course, like just looking at how it happened with me, I've always thought that chronic fatigue syndrome comes from you getting a virus or something and your body never recovering from that virus. That's what I've always thought, that I've been convinced that that's what it is. So your body is always in this state of thinking that it's being attacked, thinking that there's a virus. So your body is always like fighting an imaginary thing, which, you know, if you think about your body constantly fighting something, right? If you add anything on top of that, how exhausting that would be. Oh my God. I mean, think about when you're sick and your body is fighting something and you try and do anything and how exhausting that is. I was like, yeah. Like when my illness is really bad, my heart is always doing like this. I can't sleep because of that. Because my adrenaline is like always going. It can't relax. I twitch really bad. My muscles twitch really bad. My muscles hurt really bad. So it's just like constant. It's constantly doing way more than it needs to do. Constantly. So that's just baseline. And then when it gets really bad, it's just yeah, it's like imagine your body. Your body is just doing too much. My bed monitors my heartbeat. Yeah. Oh, Rain, it's horrible. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. I mean, you're obviously feeling it more because you're also sick and also your body is fighting something. So if you take away being sick, I guess it's kind of like when you feel like you're coming down with something, but you're not totally sick, or you've like gotten over it, but your body is still getting, you know, trying to fight it. It's kind of like that, where everything is just too much. Everything is just too much. I hate camera shake. It's annoying. Have ADHD and autism. It's smorgasbord of mental acrobatics. Yeah. Mold exposure. Yeah. Mold exposure is really bad. Well, chronic fatigue syndrome is also called myalgic encephalomyelitis, which is a better description of it. Because chronic fatigue syndrome, you would think that would mean that I can sleep when I'm tired. No. It doesn't mean that. It means I can't do anything. It means I can't do anything. I can't sleep because my body is doing too much. It won't shut up. It won't shut up. And my body's doing too much. So I would feel exhausted, but I can't sleep. So growing up really sucked because no one believed me except my mom. And I couldn't get to, it took me like 4 hours to get to sleep. It took me like four-ish hours to get to sleep. I would just lay there looking at the ceiling. Because, you know, I'm old, so this was before like phones and stuff. I would just sit there, lay there. Bagel, thank you for 110 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yeah. Dude, yes, not being in control of your brain. It really sucks. It's definitely it's quite a tough learning experience to know that if you are feeling like that, you can't do anything. Like the way that I've been able to get better, because I used to my mom used to have to like feed me and bathe me for a while because my energy was so bad I couldn't do anything. And then I spent months in being bedridden as well. Like that's when it was really bad. The only way I've been able to make it better is by noticing what's happening with my body and being like, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm going to go lay in a dark room. Because it kind of feels like every time you relapse, it like does a bit of permanent damage almost, you know? But then the longer you go without relapsing, the like better overall you get. Your energy levels go up and you can do more, you can deal with more. But then you relapse and it brings your energy levels down again. And you have to like work your way back up again. It's really annoying. I was doing an online university for psychology because I was going to go into clinical psychology. And I realized there was a moment where I realized I was like, I can't do this. because my entire day, because obviously that's very mentally exhausting, right? That's very mentally exhausting. So when I was in college, university, all I could do was literally college work. I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't watch anything. I couldn't be in a room with lights. I had to just do my stuff, eat, and go to bed, and go be alone. It was so bad that I couldn't listen to my mom talk because my brain couldn't take anymore. So I was like, I don't think I can do this for the next, like, God knows how many years. I think that'd be really bad. And that was really sad because it was something that I was really passionate about, that I really wanted to do, that I knew I wouldn't be able to do. Caffeine is a son of a bitch. No, there's about to be an ad. Caffeine can make it better to where I don't hit like something really bad. But if I have too much caffeine and my body is doing too much, then I crash and it makes me really sick. So you gotta be careful. That's being called getting older. What, having a chronic illness? I didn't know you developed chronic illnesses as you get older. I guess so. I've had this since I was 5, though. So we're pretty sure that it happened when I was 5. But I wasn't diagnosed until I was 14. And the way that I got diagnosed, because there's not a test for it. You can't just test like in your blood for chronic fatigue syndrome. Same as like you can't just test for long COVID. It just kind of exists. Is they basically just have to go through everything that it could be. So as a kid, I had constant blood tests, constant examinations. I was at the hospital getting stuff done all the time. And then eventually, like my mom, thank God, was really gung-ho about trying to find out what's wrong with me, right? Because I was literally like breaking out of school because I had such bad heart palpitations that I thought I was dying. But that's a part of the illness. And she's like, I don't think it's normal for like a 7-year-old to run away from school because you won't let her go home because she's having really bad heart palpitations. I don't think that's normal. So she was looking into it, like really investigating it. She read a bunch of books and then she found this thing called, in England, it's mostly called myalgic encephalomyelitis instead of chronic fatigue syndrome. But she found this illness and she was like, oh my God. And then she showed it to me and I was like, oh my God, that's me. That's everything. Every single thing. That's me. So we took it to the doctor and we were like, we think that she has this. And the doctor was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that's how I was diagnosed. After they had been doing tests on me for like 9 years trying to figure out what was wrong with me, right? So I've been tested for everything else that could cause it. There was literally nothing else. We brought it up. Here, I need to be right back real quick. I want to show you this, but also I'll put this on. Wait, no, this only fits 59 seconds. I need it to be longer. Avatar. I'll be right back really quick. Give me a second.
This fight's over. Watch out. Let's go.
Okie dokie. Sorry. I should have played this again, but we've already watched that. Oh, sorry. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had barely any social life in college too. I was pre-med, so it makes me sad that I was never able to reach that goal. It's hard. Yeah, it's really hard. No, Red Eye Sage, you're totally fine. You are. I'll put this in the background while we yap about unrelated things. You're totally fine. This is my first stream back from dealing with that, so it makes sense to talk about it anyway. I should talk about it more because then I could stream and be like, guys, today is a no brain day. And I could just sit here and be a gremlin and all of you guys would be like, I know what that means. I know what that means. But yeah, a part of chronic illness that's really, really tough on you mentally is knowing that you don't have control over your life. We can have a little bit of more. Knowing that you don't have control over your life anymore, like you don't get to just do what you want to do. You want to go to college? What does your illness think about this? Does your illness agree with this decision? So that's really, really tough for people mentally, especially with chronic fatigue syndrome and with long COVID, because there's people who don't get CFS until they're like 20 something. And they have a normal life and they're doing normal things. And then they get hit with this thing and their entire life changes. Yeah, so that's really, really hard to deal with, knowing that you have to be at the whim of an illness and not just be able to pursue your goals. That's why thank God for you guys, because I literally don't think I can do anything else except be a kept woman. I could be a kept woman. But I think that's it. Because I could wake up one day, right? I could wake up one day and feel really bad. And I literally could not go to work feeling like that. Oh my God. I don't think there's any job that I could do where you're talking to me and I'm like, and I need to go lay on the floor every 15 minutes to recompile my brain. So I don't think that would really work. So this works really well because I could wake up and go, wow, what's going on with my body? And then I can go lay in bed all day. And it's like, we'll just stream more tomorrow. Yeah. What am I keeping, Bella? True. Crosser, I don't think I did, actually. Did I? No, I might have. A creator I follow once said that being disabled is the only minority that you can join at any time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so true. You could be normal and then like anything could happen to you, whether it's, like health-wise or whether it's getting in an accident or something. It could be many things. I've actually just stopped showing up to a job because I didn't even know how to explain to my boss what was happening to me. I totally get that. Dude, I left school at 14 because of my illness. The school set up like homeschooling. I went through 3 different teachers who knew my illness, knew what the deal is. But the reason we had to keep trying different teachers is because, so the whole thing with my illness is literally, I have reached the limit of what I am physically and mentally able to do today. I have to stop, or I need to take a break. And every single teacher was like, you can take a break after you finish this. And I'm literally laying, I can't show you because of where my desk is, but I remember laying like this with my head on the desk and writing like this. And like, yeah, you can take a break after you finish this. And I'm just like... So the whole point with homeschooling is to try and help me get better. So it's that I can take a break when I need to, we can end it when I need to, but I'm still getting an education. That's the point. Oh, we could play this actually. Hey. That's literally the whole point. Literally. And they weren't listening to me. So I'm ordering ramen. Please hold. Please hold, I'm ordering ramen. I want... What's green ramen? Basil?
Back then,
I don't know if I want basil.
I had no idea.
The curry ramen is really, really good. I think I just stick with curry ramen. Curry ramen, it's so good.
The real me.
It's so good. Am I the only one in my family who has experienced this? I think so. It's the tough thing. Yeah, it's a tough thing with an illness like this because there's not a direct test. And we actually thought that it might be genetic because my mom thought that maybe her dad had it. But it's definitely triggered by like some kind of virus or something, and then your body and your brain just persists in a state of
Once you sign, we'll verify
being sick, thinking it's like
cause slight discomfort.
yeah, it's when people can't see it, it's definitely difficult. Dude, my teachers used to actually bully me. They used to bully me and be like, "Oh, we know that she's not gonna have a perfect attendance record."
Number I07. They'll call it out through the announcing system, so please pay attention.
What's the thing? People actually don't know. I have my thoughts, and I think I'm right. Well, you know what? I especially think I'm right after long COVID being almost the same as chronic fatigue syndrome. That made me go, I think I'm right. I think I know what I'm talking about. I think I know. I mean, it's all me and my mom did for God knows how long is read about the illness and like research it. But there hasn't really been any funding before COVID happened to really figure out why it happens or how to treat it. So
To observe the process of mind rotting.
no one really knows. By the way, let me introduce this a little bit. This is Vispura. This is the new Hoyoverse game. And it's long, so I thought we could put it in the background while we're yapping. What I think of Lance, I haven't used Lance much. I haven't used it much. But I think it's cool. People were saying this isn't a gacha, that this is like a UE5 PC game. Do we know more about that yet?
Number I07. Please proceed to the interview room. Down the hall on the left.
But yeah, I've managed to go from being bedbound and having to have help with being fed and bathed and stuff to having a pretty normal life. And that's from me listening to my body and stopping when I need to stop.
Here for an interview?
Yeah, hi.
I thought it was a gacha game because part of it had like characters, very detailed characters switching between the two, and like that would make sense. But I am interested in, this is like a darker take on these kind of games. I do like that, and the characters I think look really cool visually. I think they look cool. Join Seal.
So many safety brochures to leaf through. Grab a chair, let's chat for a bit.
I'm definitely interested in it, yeah. I'm sure it'll be a gacha, but I'm interested. It's called Vispura. Oh wait, no, I lied. Vispura.
You don't even accept resumes.
Not
Vispura.
Vispura.
You know, I've watched Mindbog.
Reminds you of Code Vein? I can see that.
Nothing I can't handle.
What's up with the lights?
What do you think is the better pick? Rescue Brigade or SUN?
Did you see that?
Maybe the Brigade.
Like, this is cool.
My girlfriend thinks they're hot.
I have cat hair on my lip. I have cat hair somewhere. Thanks, Bagel.
What happened?
At first, my boss was a bit skeptical. I don't have official diagnosis, but because I'm old and my time there was no such thing as ADHD. But during COVID, I've been reached because it was wrecking me. It's always nice when there's nice people that can understand you.
Hello?
I know, Ninjarific. Isn't it the worst?
Hello?
Yeah, it's like, I actually am not gonna be able to do my chores today because, I'm dying. Like, oh, so you're lazy? I don't think lazy has you be in bed for like 48 hours. Maybe? But I actually don't want to be in bed for 48 hours. I want to like watch TV, you know? I want to like play a game.
Hollow one.
I don't just want to lay there.
Hollow one.
In the dark.
Your straw-filled mind
It's less fun.
wanders the wasteland inside. Still, you're haunted by a nameless lie. You don't know who you are.
Yeah, I like the vibe of this. This vibe is good.
I see your true self. You're no hero.
It's especially annoying because you would want to do so much more than you currently do, and you can't, and that's frustrating and painful. Emotionally, mentally, to deal with that. So when people call you lazy, it's just another like...
Hello.
Like another dig at you, like, yeah, okay. All right.
Congratulations on passing the interview. Follow me.
I mean, I would have loved to go to college and like
That guy was an interviewer?
travel and there was a time in when we got to Osaka, last time we were in Japan, where everyone went out the night that we arrived in Osaka, and I couldn't go. Because I felt that I was getting the, like, CFS. I'm here to ruin your time. Yeah, I love having to just sleep while everyone goes out in Osaka and has fun. It's great.
Vivian, I didn't see you there.
It's exactly how I want to spend my time in Japan. Yeah. So I just stayed in the hotel. And I'm so glad I did, because I was able to just have a pretty normal time after that. And if I had pushed myself to go out, I think I would have been really screwed.
She often teases newcomers. Don't worry about it. If your onboarding goes well, you'll prove her wrong.
After finding out all about ADHD, it was like one-to-one exactly how I think and do. What was important was adjusting, organizing myself. Yeah, no, dude, just being able to have some grace with yourself of being like, this is not something that you can control.
What's this meeting about?
This is showing that it's in like some funky, weird place. Ignorance is the reason I don't judge irregular behavior and never know what's really happening. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think with migraine, even though I don't want to do anything, but I at least need like music or a podcast that's usually not on headphones. I sometimes will need to have something that's very quiet, and I'll actually have to have it in headphones because if I hear anything else, I'll lose it.
Sorry, the meeting rooms in this old building
I'll lose it.
small.
Doctors overdiagnose men and underdiagnose women. Especially with ADHD. It was Bagel, yeah. I went to I was on the airplane to Japan with like heat pads on my back, and I was doing stretches in the seat. It was a good time. My back pain got really bad right before I was about to go to Japan. I literally couldn't sit down. So I was a little worried, but it ended up being okay. Luckily, I was still with my physical therapy at that point, and they gave me a lot of advice for what I could do on the plane while I'm there. Yeah, I normally have to just be in the dark and in the silence. But there's so many different types of migraines, too. You can have a migraine and not have any nausea. You could just have nausea and no headache pain. You could have light sensitivity. Some people don't have light sensitivity at all. So.
Actually, I could use some help.
Everybody's body is different. Wow. Well, hold on. Let me show you the part that I think kind of confirms it's a gacha. But I like the vibe of this, right? Like, look at this. This is cool.
Their thoughts from the mind fog. It powers our test chamber.
Oh, we get some combat. We do have an umbrella. We got an umbrella. Which is a positive for me. Get you a little umbrella lily. Umbrella alley. Okay, I kind of love that. That's how I felt Friday night. I was ready to umbrella myself.
Swift and precise. Good job. On to the next one.
Okay. Let me show you. Because this is 31 minutes, which I appreciate. I appreciate getting, like, full gameplay. Showing off, like, stealth is cool. Look at that. Oh my god, it's a Souls-like. Wow! I don't believe it. This is kind of cool, yeah. There's a lot of things you can interact with. A lot of systems. I dig it. I like umbrellas. Adonis, I would, and I do. I watched some YouTube videos on it, which, you know. Yeah. I should watch more, though. If you have any recommendations of anything to watch for good medical anthropology,
You've earned it.
or audiobooks. Audiobooks would be great, too. When my doc gave me my anxiety diagnosis, he decided I also had 4 other things. Went to a therapist, and she sat there and was like, no. Yeah.
Mind rot in the chamber. Don't touch it if you want to live.
Mind rot.
Just opened a new route for you. Up you go.
Okay. Ooh, look at us flying. I want to get... Like, this is pretty sick. This is pretty cool. Umbrella. Dude, I'm waiting for the day. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I'm waiting for the day a game can give me an umbrella weapon like Wild Hearts. That was so... Wild Hearts Wagasa is so good. Oh, here we go. Wait. Switch character. Down. She got a book. Brow. I don't think Wild Hearts 2 is happening, Bagel.
Reduce the mind bog's interference. Just get that door working. Your power should be more effective against the jellies. Leave the suits to me. We'll need to fight till...
I don't know for sure, but... Dude, I love that move so much. I don't know for sure, but I heard some stuff when I was in San Francisco that made me go...
Nicely done. We make a good team.
Oh.
Area secured.
But I don't believe him. So, I think they'll keep trying.
You're actually impressive in real combat. Simmons.
I think they'll keep trying. Yeah, she's super
We may
cute.
be cut off from the outside world.
I'll watch some more book gameplay.
I've got your back. Oh, falling platforms.
I know Koei Tecmo wants to make a Monster Hunter-like game, and they did really well with Wild Hearts, so I believe.
You're a natural.
I believe. I have belief.
Fall back.
Yeah, Cross, there's a lot of things that share a lot of different symptoms. Okay, let me get you to the other point.
It's dissolved.
Azriel, what's up? Yeah, this is the Hoyo verse game. We were yapping about stuff. I was like, I need something that's long. And now we're actually talking about the game. Who's making the new open world Monster Hunter? There's an open world monster.
I'm fine. Rookie, you okay? I'm okay.
Yeah, Horizon Monster Hunter game. I will definitely try it out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Side note, I don't know anyone that got invited to the Monster Hunter Outlanders beta. I don't know a single person. I didn't see a single person post about it.
I'm looking for my killer. Not the most altruistic goal.
I'm looking for my killer. Oh.
You're right, but who doesn't?
Fair point. Oh, need this.
Yeah, dude, no one. And like my Twitter is largely Monster Hunter people. Like I would have seen if someone got in. I would have seen it. I like the dialogue options. This is cool. Yeah, this is cool. This is a gacha game for the mature lady like me. Unfortunately, the Monster Hunter team doesn't really have any control over Outlanders. It was only available in North America. It might have also been Japan. I actually don't know for sure. Lobo, what's up? We got some car gameplay. A little bit of car. Yeah, because I asked about... as soon as Outlanders was announced, I was like, hello, Joe! It is me again. I'm back. How does one play Outlanders? And he's like, that's not my job. Like, that's nothing to do with me. And I was like, oh.
5 minutes out.
Japan, Canada, and the US. Okay, I don't know a single Canadian or... Actually, I would also know if Japanese players were invited, because I can guarantee you that someone on my Twitter timeline would have seen someone post about getting invited, and they would have... I would have seen it. Is something going on with the latest GI? I use Pocket Cast on Android, and the latest episode isn't showing up. It should be there. Yeah, I know that it's on everything. I know Apple took a little bit to show up.
This is why proper orientation is so important.
Apple took a little bit, but yeah, it was
training tapes feature.
it should be up there. It should be fine. So it might be something with the app. Might be something with the app. I'm also not familiar with Pocket Cast. I'll have to ask about that too. It should be there. Anime, GTA, but you're the cops. You're a copper.
Technically, you could enter from anywhere.
It's also 40 gig on mobile, by the way. Yeah, I'll check my email again. I'm checking my email. This is a checking email stream. Da-da-da-da. Spam.
Okay, let's head in.
Nope.
Permission updating.
Oh yeah, this is where you see the other new character. This is what I wanted to show. 40 gig. Yeah.
Are the observations
That's why everyone was like, put it on PC? Put it on the computer? One guy posted his invite on the subreddit. Oh. Man, it must be a really small test. Must be really small. Must be freaking tiny. Must be really, really, really small. Oh, excuse me. Oh god, oh sorry. Well, it's a mobile... Yeah, it's a mobile Monster Hunter game. I understand why companies who, if they have a console/PC version of their game, don't want the mobile version to also be on those same platforms. Like, I get it. This is Vispura. Dude, I did a sponsored ad, an integrated sponsored ad for the game, and I'm not in there. You know, I should email them. I'll email them and go, hi, so... Because I didn't get sponsored directly from the company who's making Outlanders. They obviously use, like, a company to sponsor people for Outlanders. So I should reach out and say, hi, could you tell the team to let me in? Her booty is jiggling and it is great. They don't want streamers, maybe. They're like, don't let them in. Don't let anyone in. We're gonna watch that again. You don't get to see much of her. Hello, this is the bow lady. There's a bow lady in your game. She uses Pookie armor and poison. That's me. So, I would like to join. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anyone that got access though. Dude, like visually, I think this game looks really cool. Like, I really like the animations. I really like the different weapons that we've seen. It looks pretty cool, man. I'll play it. I'll play it. I also like the vibe being darker. Damn! Jesus Christ. Right. Getting beat up. Var. Cool. Just like Mary Poppins.
Ready for one last push.
Attention all units. Oakwood has been contained. Emergency status lifted.
I have played Where Winds
Never
Meet.
disappoints. Let's wrap this up and get some coffee. My treat.
I love that animation so much. It's gotta be gacha, right? Do we actually know any information about it? Let me look while this plays. What we know. One day ago. Developed in UE5, which is the first time that they're doing it in a different engine. The studio has not disclosed platforms, monetization model, or any beta or launch timelines. Vispura roughly translates to Rain City in Sanskrit.
Almost forgot.
Observers have also noted the game's connection to Singapura, the old name for Singapore.
First assignment. Shock Americano. Perfect for staying alert, fighting off fatigue, and doing your best.
There's a coffee ad? What's going on?
All that mind rot cleared. We're still buried in work back at Seal.
Okay, yeah, so there's literally nothing.
Director Nyan has big plans, but
They filled positions that were titled with AI use. Oh, I'm sure. It's gonna be impossible, especially now. Please don't think I'm not saying this to be racist, and please don't. But especially Asian studios are going to use a lot more AI because the community over there cares less about AI usage. Like, crazy freak. But they do. They care, just like if you play a Korean MMO, there's a high likelihood that there's going to be pay to win in that MMO because Korean players care less about pay to win in their MMOs. So, yeah, it's less of an issue in Asian studios, whereas in US studios, if someone's like, yeah, we're literally using generative AI to make everything, we're like, boo, gross, stop it. Yeah. So you're gonna see it a lot in a lot of games in general, but it's gonna be everywhere in Asian-based studio games, probably. There's a small chance they won't do character gacha, maybe since Ananta and DNA chose that route. Who knows? It's always possible. Dude, Black Ops AI stuff is crazy. Oh my lord.
Great. Can't wait to interview them in person.
Yeah, nostalgic. I mean, that's true, right? There's so many things that go into it. There's so many things that go into it. Like in Japan, you can't just like fire people because you want to get rid of them. There's a lot of different laws, a lot of different practices. Are the characters insanely ugly demi-humans? Black Ops, Call of Duty, dude. Yeah. Yeah, and then they say, come join us. Senior AI programmer. Now, remember, when you read AI programmer, you're not talking about generative AI user. You're talking about, like, combatant AI. Vehicle programmer, systems programmer, gameplay programmer, performance programmer, engine engineer, QA engineer, graphics engineer, senior game writer, senior vehicle game designer, senior quest designer. Guys, do they have anyone working here? Yeah. Concept art, character artist, character D, gameplay, tech. They're like, guys, we need people. These are all Shanghai and Singapore. Project manager, concept art. But then you could also be a senior publishing strategist in North America, guys. The characters do have a very different look to them. Yeah. They have a very, very different look to them. I don't know if I've ever seen job postings at the end of a trailer before. I don't know if I've ever seen that. But especially that they're working in UE5, which they've never worked in Unreal Engine before. I think it probably makes a lot of sense to be trying to hire people. It's already got 2.4 milli views. Just 1 minute, and they already have employment form. Most Unreal Sparks games, the player's first move is to get a job. I do like that they gave us actual gameplay. Like 30 minutes of gameplay. That's very nice. Singapore locations and inspirations. Hi, Hale. How are you? Let's load up Monster Hunter. It's going to be dinner time soon, but I can hunt a couple things. This has been so nice, though. A good yapping. I think that's what my soul needed after being alone for 2 days. Jesus. Being in solitary confinement. I will never trust anything Hoyoverse makes based on how their other games have gone. How have their other games gone? I'm ignorant. Said, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. How do they make this if no one is working there? I mean, they probably have 8,000 people working there and they need 10 more. It's Probably what it is. Okay. I'm not even gonna change anything. I'm just gonna change the category. Hoyoverse. Yeah, Genshin, ZZZ. I know all the games. I know a lot of people really like them. I love how true. The least community input and communication possible. Now multiply that. So they're not good at taking community feedback. Bong. See you later, bird boy. Thank you. Yes, Bella does have an appointment tomorrow at 1:30. So I won't be able to stream, obviously, until we're back from that. So I do plan on being live tomorrow. I just don't know when I'm gonna be live. Because I don't know when her appointment will be over. They don't have a good reputation with diversity and AI contracts. That's really gonna be... It's gonna be a lot of companies. Maximum money spend, minimum core community. Oh, I need to get out of here.
I heard from the others.
Thanks. I'll take that, thank you. Well, personally for me... I don't think them not listening to the community
I'll get ready too.
would really bother me because I'm just gonna play the game until I stop having fun with it and then put it down, you know? If you've missed any event quests at any point in Monster Hunter, don't worry about it. You will be able to get it again in the next like big event, which is happening for December. So it's coming up. It's literally around the corner, and you get every single event quest back. So don't worry. Yeah, I want to do a Jarrakan for sure. I want to fight him before he goes away. I hope it's
Check back in every now and again.
But I'm not looking to, like, anytime I see a game that's like especially a gacha game, I'm not looking to dedicate my life to this video game. I'm not looking to be invested in the live service swing of the video game. I mostly am just like, oh, this character looks pretty cool and this world looks kind of interesting. I'll give it a go.
Check back in every now and again.
And that's it. That's as far as it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, we need more people to do like the Stellar Blade devs. Make a full-fledged RPG with all the gacha money they make. Yep. Beavnon, thank you for 69 months. Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Silver Palace, that's gonna be amazing. Why? Why do you think Silver Palace is gonna be amazing? Let me show you the new Udras. Here's the first one. Second. Hold on. Damn, that's actually kind of sick. Let me change my bow to be a basic bow. That's kind of sick, guys. Hey, Basic, how are ya? It's supposed to have a tenty coming out of it. Because that game is also going to be following the cosmetic gacha formula. That is nice. That is nice. Does that mean that it's gonna be amazing though? Because like, if your thought with like Hoyo-verse games are bad because of their communication and their lack of community involvement, is there anything about Silver Palace that shows you that it's gonna be better than that or different? Have I tried DNA? No, I'm not really interested. Oh, it shows up when you're fighting? Oh. Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna wireless. So I'm down to try out these games, but I'm not looking to invest my time into them particularly, nor am I prioritizing it over all these other games that come out. So if it launches at like a good time, then it's like, oh, you know, I'll check that out. It's a little thriller, a little spooky, a little psychological going on. That's nice. I'll check it out. But I'm not looking for live service games that are like, you know, actual live service. We will work on a build later. We're just gonna do 3-piece tenty. And I mean, I guess I could load up the event. What does this one have? Oh, is this for the dual blade mint thingies? The meat thingies? That's one big thing for me, and so far, Silver Palace during their reveal was actively responding to feedback, plus everything else looks good so far. Now, point blank, I'm gonna need you to think about this. Do you think it's possible that a game could be super receptive to feedback and, yeah, community, we love you, before the game comes out, but then not actually do it post-game coming out? Because community responding and community conversations is a big part of marketing. Because like Genshin, I remember when Genshin was coming out and I remember there being some pretty decent communication. It went live like an hour 40 ago or something like that. I'm not looking for a forever game. I know Mylan is looking for a forever game. But I understand that that is an important thing for you and you're seeing stuff from the devs that makes you confident or happy that they're currently doing that. I understand that. We're listening. We're listening. Well, I already got my water bow, so I'm good to go. Wood. Do I need to eat? I do. Wait. Okay. Enough to swoon me over. That's kind of what happened with Genshin and HSR. They stopped trying as hard because they can get away with it and still make millions. Yeah. There's a lot of companies that, unfortunately, from a lot of locations that I tend to enjoy their games, like Korea, China, Japan, where you would be horrified at their work environment and the way they treat people.
All fired up.
It's a shank.
Commencing the quest by order of the guild.
I feel dizzy. Oh, I'm so glad we yapped today. My brain is broken. Jimenez, what's up? I'm definitely doing better. I'm better than yesterday. Oh, ain't nothing but a... Oh, he knows I'm here. What you doing?
Here we go.
Ow. I'm dead. I wasn't, my bad. I wasn't ready. Oh, my bad. Oops.
What you think we'll find?
My bad.
You've
Jesus.
been issued
He
additional
two-shot me.
supplies.
We might have to do this a couple times, but that's okay.
You're not taking me down.
Especially with how I feel. You scare me. Look at the teddy, guys. It's so cool. Oh no. It still hurt me real bad. It still hurt me real bad. Okay. Elias, hurry!
Look out!
What is he doing? What are you doing? Oh no! Oh my god, it almost one-shots me. Oh my god, it almost one-shots me. Just keep dodging. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank God. Jesus Christ. Oh, brother. What's he doing now? I'm a little dizzy. I had a chronic fatigue syndrome flare up. It was pretty bad. That's why I haven't been here. Oh, brother. That still really hurts. Oh, brother. That still really hurts. Hey, Cam. I wanted to do 1,000 Dragons, but I was scared. What's he doing? Oh. Yeah, I haven't fought a Darkon in a long time. Ooh. That's part of why these monsters can be really hard, is that you haven't fought them in forever. Hi. I missed. Good. I believe. I don't believe. Oh, God. Okay, we're gonna hit him with one of these. I lied. just got off this monster shit. 7:15 a.m. to 8:20 p.m. Jesus Christ. My God. That's crazy. Yeah, he really hurts. Ooh. He hurts really bad. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't have any more.
Ready when you are.
I don't have any more, There we go. How many days do you have left? Oh, what's he doing? Bad news. I don't have any more ways to make max potions. Oh, brother. What are you doing? I'm on it, boss. I'm on it, boss. Ooh, a shock trap. Ooh, nice. We got another woundy. And a paralysis. Damn. He's getting pissy. Guys, he's actually really freaking scary. He's scary. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Okay, I dodged it. I was like, oh no, he roared at me, guys! Oh no, he's roaring! Gonna die. This pendant is really sick. Look at this thing. Kind of looks like you whip out a wiener, but... Oh, hello! Oh. Oof. Yep, that hurt. Oh! Green pea and flashback. He's getting tired. like a peenie. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm okay.
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
You're welcome, Belias. I will heal us both. Looks like a peenie. Yeah. It's a... Look at it. Look.
Don't forget to grab what that monster dropped.
It's pretty great, though. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What am I looking for? This thing. RT and weapons for bow, it's only fire and water that's meta. Only fire and water. Which is not many. I'm not gonna capture him. I'm gonna kill him. He's just mean. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. See where Doctor Strange gets his name? What are you doing? Bang! Good. Rathian's here? Thanks, Rathian! Yay! Did I die twice? I died once? No, I died technically twice. No, I did. Technically. But only once. Technically. But technically twice. Look at that thing.
Texture. Yeah. Nutrition levels.
It's pretty freaking great though, huh? It's pretty freaking great. It's good because it actually floats. The other ones don't. Oh, guys. Outlanders is rubbing it in our face. I should call him Type 5.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Outlanders test download links are being sent out. For iOS users, you will receive a notification email from the Monster Hunter Outlanders operations team, along with 2 emails from Apple's test flight for downloading the game. If you've already registered your email address on the official website, be sure to check the guidance sent to your registered email. Maybe they'll just send me a download link, you know? They're not even gonna tell me that I was accepted. They're just gonna send me the link right away. Maybe. He's, yeah, he hurts real bad. Ajaricon is, like, he's already a really fun monster, so I'm really happy that we're getting just harder versions of them. That was a tweet. They haven't emailed me.
And focus.
I think they've lost my email. I think it's lost.
Welcome back.
So do I not have... Oh, I see. That's what's wrong. Yup. Okay, we just need to resave this. I got it, I got it. Yeah, I want them to just add them as, oh, there's about to be an ad, you won't miss anything. Yanagi, hi, before you get hit with an ad. I hope you're doing well. I want them to add all of the harder versions that they're doing. I want them to make them roaming permanent editions. That's what I would like a lot. That would be great. At least he's fun to fight, though. He's fun. Definitely fun to fight. You know, let's use our Steve bow, seeing as we're all by ourselves. Dude, they need to add them all in title update 4. Yeah, go nuts. Go absolutely nuts. We should do this one to get the materials. Let's do it. Yeah, he's really fun. He's a very, very fun monster. He's fun.
What kind of monster are we after this time?
Okay, Hunter. Eyes keen, mind sharp.
Hello, Guardian Rathalos. I love him. He's great. Yeah, but if this is the final update, then it would make sense for them to just add everything. You know, it would make sense to add every monster as a max difficulty. So you have more options for, what's it called? Talisman farming. Thanks, Bagel. I don't know why they're so obsessed with Monster Hunter. They're so obsessed. I don't know why. Yeah, I've never fought a tempered Chemitrice in this area, no? Never. Ow. I dodged too soon. Hi-ya! 105, baby. Oh, Slippy, of course. If you can hear me. If you can't hear me. Well, I'll figure it out. My wife has lupus. It took me putting my foot down at the doctors for them to listen to her. Yeah, it took my mom going in there and being like, hey, look at this. This is literally every single symptom that we have ever brought up to you. And they're like, oh yeah, look at that. I guess you're right. I mean, I appreciate that a bunch of tests were done to eliminate any possibilities of something else. Makes sense, but it would have been nice to know that it was a possibility. Would have been nice. Yeah, there's a lot of really stupid things that happen, especially with, like, women and doctors, and minorities and doctors. Really weird stuff. Really unfair things. All of these monsters are really great. I can't wait for Big Boy Rathalos. Ooh, baby. I can't wait. Doctors get mad that we don't listen to them. Yeah, dude, they get mad when you're like thinking that you know better than them. And it's like, listen, I know that you medically know more. And I'm here because I trust your medical expertise. But I am the person who lives with my body 24/7. And I'm telling you, oh my God, that actually really hurt. I'm telling you, something ain't right. The same things happen with vets, actually. I've definitely had vets be very like, why are you acting like you know more than me? And I'm like, well, I don't think I know more than you. I think that I have been looking after my cat with these very specific issues for a long time. And I know about what she's dealing with. Clearly, I'm here because I appreciate your insight and your expertise. How do you play stuff? There's no medication or diagnosis or cure for CFS, no, unfortunately. When I play games, I am not concentrating. I'm not focusing. I'm not locked in at all. Not even a little bit. There's some times that I focus, but the vast majority of my time spent playing games, I'm not really paying attention. Well, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. So that's why puzzle games, I can't do that. I can't do that. Puzzle games, I would only be able to play for a really short amount of time. But I'm just pressing buttons and reacting to like these games. What you doing? Spicy Boy Rathalos is gonna beat us up. I was gonna say, I think I can get him to drop by hitting his tail, but I'm not sure. You just gotta live off of pure instinct. Rude. Boy. This will bring him down. Ooh, baby. I don't have a lot of stamina, so we're just gonna go right into that. Oh, I don't want to do that. My stamina is low. I need to pop a juicy. Oh! Owie! I need to pop a juicy. Part of the problem I've learned is, as a father with a daughter, is that doctors really don't listen to women. Much more likely to not want to diagnose women with long-term medical conditions for reasons. It took us a long time and a lot of fighting to get my daughter diagnosed with ADHD and autism, but brought it up at my son's doctor. Oh, let's test and confirm. That's crazy. Why is that? It is a thing, yeah. I don't know why it's a thing. What are we doing? I don't get it. I believe in myself. Yeah, I know there's a lot of, there's also the thing of, most tests for everything are done on men or boys. So it can be hard to even find studies or information on things in women. ADHD is one of them, actually. It presents itself slightly different in women. Ooh. Oh. Oh! That hit me. Uh-oh. I should heal. Healing is a very, very good idea. Very strongly recommended. I also need a juicy. Yeah, when you get to a certain age, it is really just like, well, you know, this is what happens with the menopause. It's anxiety. Have you thought about being less stressed? Have you thought about being just less stressed about things? Okay. I was just a... Everyone, calm down. Oh yeah, you get that a lot. It's all in your head. You're being a hypochondriac, is what used to be told about you. You're a hypochondriac. And you would literally be listed in the doctor's notes at that hospital or whatever as a hypochondriac, which is like someone who overreacts about medical stuff, TLDR. Oh, that was it. God, I love Rathalos so much. Stealing bread, thank you for 6 months in advance.
I'm always confused
God
by the
damn.
sheer beauty of animal life.
Thank you so much. Holy crap, 7 months and 6 months in advance. Thank you, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hysterical, yeah. Oh man. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. This one tends to always overreact, but there's nothing wrong with her. Oh, you know what I got listed as? School phobic. I got listed as school phobic by my doctor. And mind you, I was 7, I think. I was 7, and they were like, she's just school phobic. So I'm like, I'm scared of school. So I'm pretending to be sick so that I don't have to go to school. Thanks. Yes, that's definitely what it is. Every time I take my daughter to the doctor, dentist, whatever, I go in ready for a fight. I'm teaching her that she needs to fight for herself to be heard. Yeah, you do have to, 100%. A new pendant. Very nice. What's up, Yoshi? How's it going? Imagine how women of color are treated within a system that is already biased against their gender. Genuinely insane. I learned that up until recently, study done in 2015 or something, 40% of med students were taught that black patients experienced pain differently. Ah! There's one guy on TikTok that was learning about women's medical stuff. Like, he has a whole series of learning about women's medical stuff. And every episode, every video, that happens, he's losing it. He's like, I cannot believe this is true. Like, what? So he's learning about like medical procedures and what they do with pain medication for those procedures. He's learning about like studies and what participants they actually use to study. It's crazy. It's real crazy. What happened to Brain? I have chronic fatigue syndrome. Or should I say, school phobia. Still suffering from it to this day. I'm afraid of going to school. Nope. Elite J, thank you for the biddies. Thank you so much. It's why we were experimenting on in Tuskegee. They assumed we didn't really feel pain. Absolutely. Absolute madness. Like the most insane stuff. Can I get the... Okay, we gotta get the weenie out. Weenie outs while we're yapping. Luna, thank you for 2 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't like Zahen. You have been here forever, Luna. You really have. I haven't played with him that much. Granted, I probably only done like 7 games or something. But his kit feels weird. He feels a little clunky. In ARAM, he is more busted because he gets his passive all the time. But yeah, I'm a big old Aatrox lover, and so far, I'm not sold on Zahen. He's really freaking slow, which pisses me off. He walks at the speed of a toddler with potatoes in his pants. He's really slow. All of this because of the interactions between culture and medicine. Really interesting stuff, but infuriating. Infuriating. It is interesting. It's interesting to learn about these things, but you do find yourself being really pissed off. The amount of times I've watched a documentary about this stuff and I'm so angry. It's a lot. Yeah, the pendants are here. This is the one. If you don't have your weapon out, you don't have a tenty. But if you got your weapon out, you got yourself a tenty. It's kind of disgusting, but I love it. Oh, let me show you the new tenty as well. I'll show you all of them. We did the hunt for... I fought New Ajaricon finally. And... there was another one. Oh, it's up there. So this is... you can't actually see what the difference between this one and this one is. This one doesn't have the tentacle coming out of it, but this one does when your weapon is drawn. And then this is the other one. This is the one we just got. Well done, steak strap. Pretty good. And then we're gonna take a look at the weapon. Oh, it's loading. Give it a moment. It's thinking about it.
Got something in mind?
Aha! There it is, guys. Well done steak recipe book. You only need, so you need 3. Yeah, you need 3. It has attack 308. It's got fire. Sharpness is blue. We got a 321. And we have Grill Master. Grill meat to sharpen your weapon and temporarily increase your attack. Jury and effect vary based on results. Hey, nice. Mark of contest pendants? Well, that's because it's congratulations, you did the event reward. You didn't actually do anything. No, Zahen is just, I'm going to keep trying to use him and see what I think, because he is the exact kind of champion that I would like. I don't like how slow he is, and he feels kind of clunky. It's weird. Haven't played WoW since April, but have since put in about 40 hours. Dude, isn't it crazy how much time you can put in? It's crazy how much time you can put in after you go for a little bit. And then you get in the loop. Monster Hunter is very good at getting you invested in that loop again of like, ooh, well, now I want to try this build, so I'm going to hunt this monster to make this thing. It's like, ooh, well, now I think if I get a talisman that has this and this on it, I could probably try this on my build. And then it just keeps going. I think I unfortunately have to leave it there. I know it's a really short stream, but this was a really good reintroduction to my brain of, hello, you're being a human and you're alive. Good job. We also ordered curry ramen and it just arrived. Tomorrow, I have to take Bella to the vent. Her appointment is at 1:30. So we will be live as soon as I'm home. I don't know when that's gonna be, but I would expect it to be around 2:33. 2:33. She's meeting with her internist, and she's getting an ultrasound, blood work. We're gonna yap about everything because she's still not eating properly. But I'm about to give her her dinner now as well and see how she does. Hopefully she does well. Thank you guys for being so supportive and understanding and wonderful about the chronic illness that I deal with. It really does mean the world to me. You guys are my safe place and my happy place, and it's really, really nice to know that I'm like, hey, you're dying, and I can come back and you guys are here and being wonderful. I'm gonna send you over to TBH. He's playing Battlefield. Go make fun of him for being a ball and gun gamer. It'll be funny. Yeah, but I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to do more Monster Hunter because I want to finalize a convert element, a new updated convert element build, because I want to put out a video on like dragon and fire builds for Gogmazios. And I want to include a convert element one in there, because if he's super weak to dragon, if he's like really, really weak to dragon, it could be worth making it. Could be worth it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please look after yourself. Eat good food and make sure you get lots of sleep if possible. If you struggle to have sleep, then I wish you luck. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Have a goo. Have a goo. Oh, that reminds me of that chapter. That chapter who does true crime videos. Let's have a goo. That guy, do you watch that guy? He says tree a lot because he's Irish. Good night. Bye, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Yeah. Have a goo.